Welcome to part 23 of Fallen Meteor campaign something something Mayhem Mandril something something attempting to kill a black dragon. The party finds themselves in the deepest parts of the archives, having discovered the stasist silver dragon, who is under a combination of spells revealed by Identify, those being a variant of Hold Monster, some kind of time stop spell, and some kind of anti-magic field, which would prevent a quick and simple counterspell. Which leaves us with Vesper in the corner with a 30-foot anti-magic field that we should be aware of. That's your job to remember that exists. And the rest of the group clustered around as a man who I described as gaunt, pale, and with slick black hair and black nondescript clothes walks forward. And he says, "You will find that you have no ability to free my prisoner, but should you wish to make an early exit, perhaps we can simply leave things where they lie." So what say you? Frizz has gone from Fall Eladrin to full Summer Eladrin and is steaming, and is actively making everyone around him uncomfortable as it gets hot and bright. I see one of you has anger issues, but who is your leader?
I'm going to... I think I can still do this. I hope I have enough spell slots. Subtle spell. And Hexen.
Okay.
Putting a hex on dex checks.
Putting a hex on dex. A dex hex, if you will. A hex of strength has been replaced with a hex on dex.
Hexterity.
FYI, you do know that he was hexed on strength checks beforehand?
Oh wait, he was hexed already?
Correct. Would you like to leave your hex on strength checks or replace it with a dex?
No, I'll swap to dex.
Okay. Alright. You subtly place a hex on the dragon, and I am pretty sure he does... Yeah, he does not notice. Roll, what do I roll here? Roll with your spellcasting modifier.
From what we know...
I asked what this is about?
No.
Roll a sanity saving throw.
From what we know, will he still have disadvantage if he's within the anti-magic field?
What do you mean by disadvantage?
He has disadvantage on dex checks with hex.
Oh. That's a good question. I think he would not, because that comes from Warlock, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a spell.
Yeah, it is a spell. All right, what did you roll on your check?
No, I didn't roll a check.
I wonder if it might be better for me
12?
to stay with
the attempt to replace the hex. Something is off with it. The spell didn't seem to take, and you're actually unable to cast it, not in the sense that you're within anti-magic, but that it seems you haven't selected a valid target. You're not able to lock the hex onto the figure.
Wait, so does that mean I lose my spell slot or no?
You do not.
Okay. So my original hex is still standing then?
Perhaps. So far as you know.
Cute.
He is still awaiting a response. And Frizz is a few seconds away from just bull rushing him.
What did he even say? That was like
He asked
something about our
He
leader.
asked who your leader was. He said one of you has a temper issue, but who's your leader?
Part.
Me?
Just give him an elbow nudge, like, come on, dude.
I mean, have any of you responded to him after like 5 seconds?
Fine, this is a
I don't even know if I can see
this
him,
is
but
a
I don't want to step
This
closer.
is a democracy of sorts, but
Why did I turn off?
I'm a corporal.
Sure, this is a democracy of sorts, but sure.
We're commune. We are the
You
collective.
responding to them with that accent?
Sure, this is a democracy of sorts, but fine.
So you, a prophet of spring, I take, the last of your line.
It depends on who I'm speaking to.
You should know that by now.
And, what form is this?
I have many forms. I pick which one suits the occasion. But since I find that tact is often necessary, conversing in human form is generally more appealing to those I speak with. Answer me this. How is it that you opened the door? That seal should have been unbreakable. The Dragonborn, I presume, is a traitor to his forefather. But there is no means by which you could obtain the blood of my prisoner. How did you do it?
Well, honestly, it really was, someone took a stab at it.
How amusing.
It was me. I stabbed him.
Uh-huh. What is it that you came here seeking? In actuality, did you come to kill me?
Do you want or wish to be killed?
Of course not. I've enjoyed my time in the sun far too much, with my toys both above and below ground. I simply ask because years ago, as you may have deduced, or may already know, a prophecy was given.
Well, I'm not one of the type of people who would assume anything based on your appearance, and it seems to me that you could afford that same graciousness to the Silver Dragon here.
Unfortunately, that is not possible. Our feud extends far beyond what can be graciously retracted. So that's what you want, the freedom of my prisoner.
It is something I would like, but it's not exactly all that I'm here for.
What else do you seek?
I come in search of knowledge, and where better to look than here in the archives?
Correct presumption. Knowledge of a specific kind, or knowledge of the kind and quantity that can only be found here?
The latter.
Indeed. You will not be able to break this protection nor seal of yore, not unless you journey to the heart of the mountain. Even I had no need of making such a journey. I have no intention of leaving. If you, on the other hand, wish to possess a fraction of the knowledge contained within these halls, I could ensure a safe journey through the heart of the mountain, such that you could retrieve any fragments you so desire. Then we could simply part ways, as if none of this ever transpired.
Fragments of what exactly?
Anything you desire: books, scrolls, manuscripts, bits and bobs, artifacts. You've seen them. Anything you desire, reasonably I can part with.
And how do we know that we could trust you if we were to take you up on this?
Well, you don't. But of course I can't trust you either. I asked for an answer from the divine, and I was given one. But I'm a man who enjoys gambling with fate.
Well, I would say that that's incorrect because you are not, in fact, a man.
I am at the current moment.
No, I think he's calling you a woman.
I don't think so.
He's just in every part.
All right. Frizz just is like eyeing down Sun. And then just under his breath says, "There is a 0% chance we can let him live."
I misheard that as "I'm down, son." I was like,
What?
eyeing down, son. I'm down, son.
Oh, no. He just goes, "I lost all my hit points. The power word killed me." No. I actually don't
Well,
think
it
he can be
seems-
power word killed.
I'm just going to take some time and kind of try to make eye contact with the group.
Okay.
What am I getting from everybody? What am I getting?
Pops up wants to kill him.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely do the thumb across the neck thing.
You're behind the
Don't
statue
do that.
too. No, I mean he's like
think he
most
can see me.
The pedestal is like 5 or so feet tall, so reasonably if he like ducks down or chills, he can't be seen.
Well, I'm assuming there's also a dragon on top of it, isn't there?
No, all of these are
Or not,
empty
no
pedestals.
statue?
Yeah.
Never mind. Well, so yeah, if I duck down a little bit.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is Parts literally came here to kill this guy.
Agreed.
Dragon
So-
Slayer parts.
So I'm just going to say, well, unfortunately, it seems that we are at an impasse. I'm afraid that this may be the very last day of your long existence.
Perhaps it may. And perhaps gambling always leaves losers at the table. But I am not the only one who has gambled today. And if my time in the sun is up, I will ensure that many of you join me in Hades. Roll initiative.
He already took one of us.
Yes, sir. Wow, I am rolling trash on this initiative.
Wow, so am
I
I.
just rolled a nat 1 on initiative.
I rolled an 8 as the
Hey, I got
dragon.
a 2.
All right.
Dude,
So give me
Initiative
Vespers,
rolls.
because I gotta re-roll all of this trash. A 6 for Vesper?
yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, I had a 4.
For parts?
Yes.
Okay.
Waltup also got a 6.
Oh my gosh!
I rolled a nat 1 plus 5.
Wow. Okay. Shoot. All right, let me roll Dariah here.
Let's just
14
botch this.
for
Roll
Zephyr.
again.
14 for
Group mulligan.
I don't think so. 14 for Zephyr.
Malachi got a 7.
Oh, what a
Okay.
hero! Yo, that's so funny.
Wizard got a, what did we get? 16.
Okay, alright.
How'd we fuck this up so bad?
I don't know, but it's really funny. Alright, let's see. Meteor. Oh crap, Meteor's dice just rolled under my computer. Oh, it's gone forever. Oh, that die is literally unretrievable. Oh my gosh. I actually can't get it. It's straight up gone. It's like in the. Okay, that's gone forever. I'm getting addicted. It's in like the mounting point. A 6? Bro! And that's minus like 1 because it's Meteor.
A lot of 6s.
Bro. Okay. Alright, Rain. Let's see it. Alright, Rain rolled a nat 20.
Of course, yes.
Alright. And I don't have her sheet up. Crap. Alright, hold on. So many sheets, so many tabs. I think she's gonna be at like a 21 then, because isn't she got? Oh, she's got plus 5 dex. So Rain is a 25.
Woo!
Alright, Frizz is an 11 plus.
I'm gonna get my
a
real
5.
dice out for this. Let's
Frizz
go.
is a 16. Great. Alright, now I need to move this
I end
up.
up rolling like 20 dice again on a turn. I want to do it for real.
Yeah, alright. Layer actions I got set up. Alright, the last person I gotta roll is Kingy. I think I got Zephyr, I got Wizard. Alright, yeah, it's just Kingy. Kingy go! Kingy got a 19 plus 3 for a 22.
Oh yeah.
Great. Alright. Well,
Where was Frizz?
Frizz is a 16. It is
Gotcha.
officially go time. And
Oh, is that before or after Wizard?
that is, well, it's the same, but I don't know it has higher
Yeah.
dex. What's Wizard's dex, John?
So the Dix. 16 plus 3.
Plus 3? I think Frizz is plus 5, so he is first.
What a gamer.
But I mean, realistically, you could just coordinate at the same time. Alright, am I blind? Yes, I am. There it is. We're just gonna pull this up again because I don't have it.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. I always forget that it starts, because it starts mixed for like line audio at -6 for any platform. Alright. Guess who's up first? Rain, who is not afraid this time. There's her character sheet. Alright.
Yeah, did we
PTSD.
find all statuses and all that?
What's up?
All statuses have been like removed.
Realistically, what status did you have?
Fear.
Yeah, no, time has passed, it's been removed. I mean, he might
Okay.
activate it again. If you succeed a saving throw at any point against Frightful Presence, you're immune to it for 24 hours. So, realistically, if you've been afraid before, you can't be made afraid again. So,
Oh,
yes,
well that's great.
it is.
Fear me once, shame me.
Alright,
Fear me
Rain
twice.
is
Won't get feared
swinging
again.
a small rock at the man. It looks like it's about to hit him smack dab in the face, and then the rock flies straight through his head.
Wow.
That appears to be an illusion. Wow, you guys just got really lucky. Rain rolled a 22 on a perception check, contested by the Black Dragon's stealth. Ooh, which is not enough to see where the Black Dragon is. Black Dragon rolled a 25 on a stealth check, contested by Rain's 22 perception.
Oh yeah, I can beat that.
Yeah, but that ends Rain's turn as she says, "He's not real!" Kingy is gonna... you know what? What is Kingy gonna do? What can I even do, actually? I can do nothing.
You can surrender.
I can cast Sanctuary on someone, and I will. But who's it gonna be? I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Blobbletopp.
I was about to say the number.
What's Sanctuary do?
As a cleric, Sanctuary makes it so that you cannot be attacked. Or that you have to make a Wisdom throw to attack that creature. So.
But you also can attack.
Correct.
If you attack, it just breaks the spell.
Yep. So you are now protected by Sanctuary Aura. So remember that.
Sweet.
That is Kingy's turn. Now it's time for layer actions. And now is the time where things get...
Question.
Yes.
Sanctuary is probably not going to work because I'm close. Will it just, if I move away, will it just click on?
Yeah. It should.
Or is it gone? Okay, cool.
I believe that's how it works. I need this to be like this. What is 20? Is a radius of 20. I hate doing math. 1 pixel is 5 feet. The radius is 20, so it's 4 pixels. So that's a 20-foot radius. No, that's a 20 diameter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, so it's 8.
That's a big circle.
Insects.
Insects.
A massive swarm of insects descends on the entire area, spreading around, creating light obscurement. Everyone make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Are we all within? Are we? Wait, who's within 10 of Kingy? 10 feet
Love
of
it up for his wizard Linus.
Add 1 to your
Yeah.
saving throw.
Alright.
Alright, Bob Top got a 5.
Lioness succeeded. Kingy failed. God.
Wizard got a 12.
Frizz.
Everybody? Like me too? I'm like
In the
so
circle.
far away though.
You're in the circle.
Malachi,
The circle is
No.
massive.
Malachi got 15.
Alright, the only
As a-
person in my control that succeeded is Rain. Alright,
How's it
And
12?
Zephyr got 23.
alright. So buckle up. Hold on.
Alright, Wizard dies instantly.
No, well, it really depends on this roll. So, okay, so that's max damage for that die. That's over medium damage for that. Okay, yeah, it's not looking good. That is on a successful save, you take on a failed save, you take 23 piercing damage. On a successful save, you take half of that. So,
11.
Wizard's down but not out.
Kingy is down. At 23 is his hit points. Rain takes half of that at
He said
11.
23 on a fail.
Yeah. Meteor failed and takes 23 piercing damage. Frizz
Almost-
fails and takes
Almost
23
forgot
piercing.
Zephyr. Yikes.
Bugs are hurting the robot man.
They're biting it. Yeah, it's like, I don't make the rules. It's con
I
save.
was imagining like mosquitoes, but I guess if you get like
They're
some
like
bug with pincers, they could.
horrifying pincer black dragon bugs. They're literally the worst thing in this.
I just imagine tiny black dragons.
Honestly, let's do it. Alright. Did I take everyone's health I need to? Oh, I didn't roll for Drya. Oh, poor thing. Oh, she succeeded. Oh, that's
She
very
dies
good.
instantly.
That's great. Well, she would have. She literally would have. That's the other stat block I need to pull up. Oh yeah, she would have instantly died. Alright. Well, she's got 10 whole hit points. Oh, poor thing. Okay. I think that's the layer action resolved. This is gonna suck. He is still hidden. So Frizz is going to attempt to make a perception check, and he rolls a frickin' 11. So that's great.
Wizard will make a death saving throw.
Okay. I think
Wizard 1 is death saving throw.
Frizz is
We win
going
this.
to not cast daylight, but that is effectively the spell effect that will take place as he lights up in a blazing ball of rage.
How close
60.
to us? Are we affected by that? Are we blinded by that?
You're not blinded by it as long as you don't look at him.
Okay.
So don't look at him because
Okay.
he's blowing up. 60 feet radius of light spreads out from him. So let me actually make the insects like a gross green. And then let me make daylight a yellow. 60 feet? I don't even think I can do that. I mean, it's freaking massive. So, yeah, I'll just like... covers even more area than this. Yeah,
Right.
60-foot radius, I believe. Yeah, straight up. Bright light. So basically, there's no point even putting this. The entire room has been lit up, revealing the specter of the massive body of the black dragon hanging on the ceiling. Like 100 feet up in the air.
Did you do a strength saving throw for that, or like a strength check for that? I feel like
No.
that's not fair.
No, he does not need to do that. Wizard made a death save, and Zephyr, it would be Zephyr's turn.
Alright, well, this might be one of my last ones, so here we go. I'm gonna use I'm gonna run over to, I think I can get there. Wizard?
Mm-hmm.
Wizard.
Very easy.
No, it's Sun, not Airy.
What? Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
I think you're within my bubble.
I go.
Spam you in your bubble.
I'm sorry.
I only use like 10 feet of movement. Can I use what? The other 10 to push him out of the way, or would that help?
He's down, right?
Yeah.
So pick him up. Strength check.
Well, I thought it would just make me move at half speed, but okay.
Yeah, that's acceptable. I'll accept that. If you want to be like encumbered, move him like 10 feet out of the way. Try to pull him out of the radius of the thing.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
And
allow it.
also, I want to see how far I can get from Bird.
That's probably as far as you can get, which is 30 feet.
Okay, so can I cast or no?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
8 hit points.
Oh, he's alive.
That's over half his health.
Alright.
I guess that's movement, action. Do I have a bonus action? No, I'm not gonna use it. It's gonna be within the range of the thing, so.
Alright. Drya, overwhelmed by the horde of insects, is immediately going to attempt to dispel them with a form of pesticide that causes the blight to disintegrate as the effect of the insects dwindles from a 20-foot radius to a 10-foot radius.
So she a real one for that.
And it is now... Yes, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm gonna roll to make out, but don't worry.
Yeah, now's not the time, so...
She has like bug smeared on her face.
We could die any minute.
Yeah.
It's always the time.
Alright, well, finally it's Dragon's turn. The dragon is immediately going to rush down. I guess I gotta pull him out of the ether now. Whip warp. From 120 feet down, he is going to fly to be about 40 feet above the air over
How
the
high are the
remains.
ceilings?
They're 120 feet tall. Yes. So I described the ceilings at one point before as being broad, massive arches with columns on the sides of the wall, and they just project upwards into complete darkness because it's not lit.
So he falls, breaks his spine, and dies instantly.
He flies down 80 feet, and he's immediately going to be a bastard and is going to specifically align himself to puke more of his acid breath at Jiraiya, who just eliminated his spell, his spell effect, Sun and Frizz. And in that line, everybody there needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Who's a Frizz Sun spirit?
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that include me? I'm kind of off to the side.
No, you're not in the line. The line is like here.
Oh,
basically.
sweet.
Okay, well I failed.
Okay. Very bad. Rat also failed. And Frizz also failed.
Take
Everybody
87 as a damage.
buckle up. I gotta pull up the auto roller for this.
Yep.
No.
My ears.
69 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think everybody failed.
Mhm.
I think everybody failed.
Jiraiya has been dissolved.
Okay, now we need to find a scroll of resurrection.
Frizz is extremely weakened. 42. The dragon cackles as the rest of the acid leaves his mouth and says, "If the king couldn't kill her, I certainly could." And it's Malachi's turn. And Malachi, you have inspiration because he just killed your wife.
He's dead.
Possibly.
My D&D alarm just went off.
How far away? How far am I from?
The dragon.
No, Vesper.
Vesper is probably 30 feet away, 25 feet away, but you could easily move out of it.
I'm gonna.
Hey, wait. Actually, time out. How's the Queen of Fate work? Is that a reaction, or is
Yes,
that
it is a
something I use
reaction.
on my phone? What
So,
What
ahead.
if the opposite of the dragon spewing acid was it just breathing it in?
and it implodes on its own stomach?
You like choking on it or something.
Okay.
And it took all the fucking damage.
Yep. Parts witnessing Dariah be dissolved and Malachi losing most of his health and Frizz dissolving, put all their health back, immediately pulls out the Queen of Fate, which quickly activates, follows his mental command, disintegrates, upon which, in a flash, Parts, nobody else sees this, but you see time rewind, the acid regurgitate into the dragon's stomach, and his cackle reverses, and you can feel his insides dissolving as he takes 69 points of acid damage. Unless he succeeds, he succeeds, and therefore it is halved. But his own acid begins dissolving his stomach.
Wait. So that undoes what happened to us?
Yes. So 1 second, because now he's got 200 and health. There is no acid on the floor. The Queen of Fate has been dissolved. You no longer are inspired, nor do you recall the events that just transpired. From what you witnessed, the dragon was about to unleash his attack, and suddenly it just looked like he imploded and was in immense pain. And you look over to see Parts holding out an empty hand with something disintegrating into it. Dariah has 10 HP.
Well, I do notice that he has.
He has done something.
Okay, cool.
He has done something that likely
I'm
just
gonna
saved your life.
File that away.
Alright, and it's now your turn.
So I'm gonna move 5 feet out,
Oh, up here?
and then I'm going to Misty Step onto the dragon's back.
Okay. Isn't that 30 feet range?
Isn't part of his body not in there?
He's like his legs are 40 feet off the ground.
What?
He flew 80 feet down. And
Oh, so
Yeah.
He's in
not
the air.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I thought he was on the ground.
I thought he was on the ground
He
too. Okay.
spewed straight down at you, which is why he couldn't get a lot of you at once. Well, he tried to anyway.
Yeah, he was 120 feet up. He came down 80 feet, so he's now 40 feet up.
Yep.
Okay, then scratch that. Well, he's 100 and something feet in the air, right?
It's 40 feet in the air, yeah.
40 feet in the air, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Heal. I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Oh boy. Okay. Is that a dex save on my part?
Yep, and I'm going to change that to ice once again in the air.
I failed the dex save, so I'm burning my last legendary resistance to succeed it instead and take half damage.
And then I'm going to do a quicken spell. And I'm going to cast, I guess I can only do a cantrip. Fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh wait, no, sorry, I can't quicken spell.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot I did transmute and subtle. So I don't have quicken.
So what's the damage type and the damage?
I can change the damage, so I just have to roll the. Well, so okay, so he still takes half, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you still do have to roll.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Have that. Okay. So that's 19
38.
damage.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay. His confidence has been
actually-
replaced by anger.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Replaced by it.
Anything else?
So that is cold damage. Yes. And then, I'm gonna scurry like the little rat I am
Yeah.
behind the copper pedestal.
Away from
Yeah.
your wife.
Yeah, away from your wife in the middle of the insect field. Trying to repel them.
Okay, can I try to grab her?
Yeah, that's reasonable. Sure.
Okay.
Roll to grab wife.
He doesn't need to roll to grab wife. That's a free action. All right, Vesper, you're up. You notice the eye of the dragon that you shot and eviscerated has been healed.
Oh,
What?
I'll just have to take it out again. Won't
Yeah.
I? Let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll just do the. Yeah, I'll do the steady aim thing.
Okay.
Why not? It's not good. It's like 14.
Nope.
Nah. My dice betrayed me.
Sure did.
That's it.
Okay.
That's literally everything.
Shame. He does 50 damage or 0 damage. That's the life of the rogue. Blopple
Yep.
Blopple you up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Remember my field. You might want to get out of it before you cast anything.
I'm gonna go down towards. I'm gonna run past Kingy and down towards the right.
You can leave the field, cast something, and then come back into the field, and he can't cast on you. Think about
Well, he's
that.
also got Sanctuary cast on him, right? So,
He
like,
does.
No, he doesn't.
No?
he doesn't?
It'll work as soon as he leaves my field, right?
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't Kingy dropped?
Oh, that is very true. No sanctuary. Kinky's down.
I didn't know King was down.
He got hit by a big old acid or something. No, he got
Oh,
killed by the
the bugs.
insects. Yeah, they literally
Yeah.
did his hit points of damage.
Yeah, that's right.
Damn.
In that case, I'm going to channel Divinity Preserve Life. Kingy gets 20 health, I get 20 health.
Excellent.
Well, I feel like a buzzkill. We gotta move Kingy out of range radius.
It's not a spell though. It's divinity. Is that still anti-magic?
I
It fuels magical effects, it says.
it fuels magical effect. Does what?
Fuels.
You can channel divine energy to fuel magical effects.
Yeah, you'd have to yank him out of the whatever.
I'm gonna pull Kingy out.
Right, you pull him out. Right out of the range of 30 feet. You splash him with the.
I feel like nobody wants to be near me.
Yeah, so strange, isn't it? You have the cheese touch.
I'm also going to. I can't do that. What does this use? Where is it? Oh, I'm lost in my spells. Hold on.
Yeah.
There it is. Alright,
Cards you can
Nah, that's it.
Alright, cool. Meteor, witnessing the hell that the dragon just unleashed and the fact that you just downed Kingy, is going to gutturally and metallically scream. Sprint over to the silver dragon, climb it, dash, and attempt to jump from the head of the silver dragon onto the black dragon's leg. And an athletics check of a dirty 20 lands him on the dragon's claw, which he begins attempting to wildly punch as the dragon awkwardly attempts to shake him off. Parts is up.
I think I have 2 javelins left.
Possibly.
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my second wind in, so I'm not dead.
Good idea.
Fucking D10.
What?
Thank you.
5.
Well, you know,
I'm not dead.
it's more than 0.
I'm still 1 hit. Oh.
Yeah, that's the life of a level 3.
Yeah.
I could have shared my healing.
I'm gonna throw javelin. Dude, I'm not having a great day. 10?
No. Sorry.
Okay. That's
Really? Are
fine.
you sure?
In that case, I'm gonna. Am I out of the insects?
Barely. But
Can I move? Can I move like around to the bottom right of the pedestal of copper? Yeah,
Yep.
like right there.
yep.
I can be a little closer. I just don't want to get like landed on, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope.
Alright. We are back at the top of the turn order with Rain, who is immediately. It's actually, I don't think I can even use any of my. No, none of my legendary actions help me right now. So there's no point using them. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit him with a sling. Alright, I miss both times. So
Heroic.
that ends my turn. Gingy, who's now up, has like no spells left. Literally tapped. I am going to cast Shield of Faith on Frizz, who the dragon is about to nosedive and attempt to eat. So, Frizz has a +2 to his AC, making his AC 21. So 19 +2, Shield of Faith. Layer actions. What do I got? I got some good stuff. I want darkness. Can't do that. Do this. Maybe the tried and true. We got anything.
Hey, do lair actions count as magical?
Not really, no.
Interesting.
Kind of weird. I'm looking.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about the insects, and I figured it's probably not.
It's kind of its own weird system that's very ill-defined, but I'm just gonna leave it as its own system that's ill-defined.
I didn't know magic was so debatable until we got an anti-magic field.
Yeah, anti-magic is very. I mean, there's a reason that Larian literally gave up on trying to implement it. Yeah, I'm feeling that. The insects. Wait, can I do this? Yeah, I can do this. Great. The insects fly away to the different corners of the room, dispersing because a disgusting burst of foul water crops up in like a massive explosion. I guess I'll just make that like this. Oh, it should be 20-foot radius. Everyone buckle up again. We're gonna center that right. No, screw it. We're gonna center it right here. We're just gonna
Wow.
And let's see what we got here. A 20-foot radius, 20-foot high cylinder of watery filth. Everybody, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God.
If Meteor goes down, does he just die, or can we repair him? Does he get death saves?
No, Meteor's not in that, right? Because he's on the dragon.
Hey, it's only 20 foot high. So, Meteor's on the dragon above the filth curse.
Meteor's like full health too.
Mostly.
Oh, I
He
forgot about
was.
that.
He was.
You got hit once with something big.
I think Rain just failed.
I still think that insects shouldn't damage Meteor.
They just bite the crap out of him.
Or at least half damage, maybe.
Okay. Alright, liberals. Go ahead. bargain with God. See what happens.
What time? Who's next in the turn order?
Frizz is, and then Wizard. Right now, I just need saving throws though.
Baltop got a. Did we get +1 from Kingy?
Yeah.
Baltop got a 13. Wizard got a 12.
All right.
So
This
what
one
do we get from Kingy?
isn't as bad. A +1 to your saving throws.
Okay, so 13.
Alright, that's a fail. If you got under 15, you take 13 damage. Let me check the type.
Cool.
Poison
I'll
damage.
killing my.
13 poison damage. On a successful throw, you take 6 poison damage.
Zephyr is down.
Alright.
Wizard's down.
Oh, poor gentleman. Little babies. Okay. I think that is it for our layer action, which means we are up to Frizz, who is just going to let his longbow rip. That's a 13, so that doesn't hit. That's a 17, so that doesn't hit. And that is a 24, so that does hit. At least it does some damage. Oh my gosh. Show me the money!
Show me the money.
16 plus 6 each. 22 damage, fire, and piercing. Ouch. 22. Alright. That is Frizz's turn. His volley of arrows has flown. And, yeah, he is not entering that circle of water. Wizard and Zephyr both need to make death saves, I believe.
Yeah. That was almost 1d4.
Okay, nice.
That wouldn't have been
I
good.
mean, that can kind of work because if you roll a 1 or a 2, it's a fail, and if you roll a 3 or 4, it's a success. I mean, you just need a coin
Well.
flip, basically.
One success.
One success.
All right. Daria's turn. Witnessing the muck spread, she's immediately going to walk up, outstretch her hands, and lurch the poison from the water, turning it into nothing more than a fountain. Upon which the black dragon is immediately going to turn his eyes from Frizz back to Daria. And conveniently now they are near each other.
Now we can eviscerate.
Now you can eviscerate them.
Heather, are you trying to kill my wife?
No. But here's what I can do. How much did she move? 20 feet. I can move her 10 feet further back.
I know that's right.
The dragon will still land between them. And he
Opportunity
knows...
attack?
What do you... Opportunity attack from who?
No, I just.
Oh yeah,
I
he's
thought
dragging
said
Meteor
it.
along his foot as well.
I thought maybe if I said it, it would like do something.
Yeah, that's not how that works. He's gonna do his favorite multi-attack. I think he's gonna go claws on Frizz and then turn his head and attempt to bite Spirit. So let's see this work. That is a 28 on his claws against Frizz.
Yeah,
16 on his claws against Frizz, so the claws land. And now for the bite against Dryad, that is a 21, which will hit. So let's resolve the bite first. Bite is going to be this plus this, which is 9, 10, 11, 18 plus 8, which is
26.
something. Not enough to instantly kill her, but it is enough to completely devour her, such that she is in the belly of the beast. Frizz,
You said what?
He ate her. So,
Vor.
she's not dead. She
So
can
with
make
the
death
stomach.
saves, but in the stomach.
Now, okay.
In the stomach, you know, with all the acid.
Yeah, with all of that dragon acid that melted his insides. Where are my claws? Oh, the claws suck. Alright, let's see. This is it. Oh, that's baby damage. 13 damage to Frizz. So, you know, he did alright. Although Frizz is now under 3 digits of health.
Oh, poor him.
Yeah.
He's got a couple,
Frizz.
huh?
Yeah. He is the greatest warrior. Like, All
All he
right.
should have done was by himself there.
If only the dragon would, attack him and not all the people that are squishy.
Yeah, but he doesn't like the squishy people, so he's going to bully them because he's a bastard.
One of them he doesn't like because of certain actions that someone. I'm not gonna complain. I might. Yeah.
Frizz is like a hot pepper. Draya's a nice salad.
Yeah, but Dry is ruining all of his lair actions that
All right.
deal a billion damage.
I don't know, but I feel like somewhere in there that's racist.
What? No, go ahead. Explain. You have the floor. Explain.
So that-
He's a dryad, and you called her a salad.
Okay,
Oh,
okay, yeah,
all right,
that's what I
nothing
was
I
gonna
said.
say.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, that is racist. Yeah, all right. Jacob's been canceled, and it's Malachi's turn.
Oh, sorry.
On its turn, Malachi is tweeting. There he is.
I'll give you inspiration again because your wife is in peril.
Oh god.
Again.
Again, for real this time because there's no Queen of Fate.
I gotta get me a wife and put her in danger.
Yeah.
That might not be the way to get a wife. Okay. All right. So I'm going to use. I believe I can do my Hex Warrior. No, my Hexblade's Curse. Yeah, I'm gonna do my Hexblade's Curse on the Black Dragon.
Okay.
So that means I add a +3 to my damage rolls. Okay.
Yes.
No, just my damage, not my to hits.
Oh, I'm not talking to you. I'm doing a tail attack on Frizz.
Oh, cool.
You carry on. I'm just gonna bash him into the ground.
Fine.
I'm doing 18 damage to him. But yeah, you go. Carry on.
Yeah, okay.
Frizz just got bashed into the ground.
You can just do that?
It's one of his legendary actions.
Okay, cool.
How many of those does he have?
3 per turn.
3 a turn. Alright, is his mouth closed over around my wife?
Oh yeah.
Cool. How far back is your boy Meteor?
He is like strangling the leg of the dragon, attempting to punch it.
Okay, I'm gonna position my next fireball so that it doesn't hit him.
That's pretty doable. Dragon's massive.
Okay.
I don't have legendary resistance, so I better.
I'm casting fireball.
Oh, that might be a success. What's the spell save?
16.
And what do I add for that save?
Dex.
Con is Dex. Alright. Yeah, I got a 20 something. I'm good.
Alright, you can take half of it though.
I do still take half.
So instead of 29, you take 14.
14 damage.
Nope, you take 17 because that's my damage dice. So +3.
Okay.
Yeah.
You add hex to that?
No, I don't have. I did.
Strength text. He is still strength text.
I should add my hex to the first one too then.
Sure.
So that's add an extra 3. That's 20,
Yeah.
and then another 6. So 26.
Alright, whittle him down. He's looking bloodied. He's looking burned. He's looking pretty pissed.
And he's on the ground, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna do another. Are you done your turn?
Pretty much.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do another tail attack against Frizz. I rolled a nat 1, so I completely whiffed. Frizz is gonna repost it, and he's gonna land the repost. You bastard. Oh, why does it do so much damage? Oh my gosh! Ah! Ooh.
We do a little trolling.
14, 15, just 20 damage on a repost. Okay. This fine. I have no hit points. It's fine. Vesper's turn.
Welcome to the Rogue Casino. Let's see, let's spin the wheel.
In the wheel.
20, baby.
Nat 20?
Nat 20.
I'm freaking. This isn't good. My time is short.
I don't have enough D6s.
You know
for
what?
this.
You know what,
There we
Jacob?
go.
Piss
What?
off! Silvery barbs!
Counter spell.
No! Hold on. I am casting silvery barbs. I do have. No, frick. That's my last. Fine. It's my last first level spell. It's gone. Fine, he crits. Fine. Frick.
Come on, man.
I tried. I did my best.
And just for good measure, I'm gonna make him my my favorite foe, so I can add a couple D4 to that.
No. I tried to remark. There's no way he's got any spell slots left.
Who, me?
Yeah. How many spell slots you got left?
Well, actually, as a sorcerer, I gave up my sorcery points to get back a 3rd level spell.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you.
You bastard.
Count. I'm literally shaking. This is so many die.
That's rogue, baby.
Rogue baby, that's. Let's see. Gonna need that one and that one. Oh, this is so nice. Oh, how long is it gonna take me to count this?
Excuse me.
Let me Oh yeah, baby. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, come on.
5,
Oh, no.
30.
No.
35, 40. What's that? That's 59.
Oh my gosh. Okay. How many spare hit points in one? Alright. Well, are you done?
Yeah, that
Alright,
takes.
I'm tail
my
attacking
whole turn.
Grizz. I hit him.
Oh, can I shoot out his eye again?
Oh yeah, I imagine that you shot out the eye. And
Nice.
I'm coming for you now. Because I don't
Good.
think I can kill Frizz fast enough. He's got too much freaking health. And I'm not even doing like baby damage to him. I'm doing like, let's see, that's 14. I think that's 14 damage. I'm doing okay
I mean,
for
that's-
myself over here.
Baby damage. You did 69 damage to Derive before it got reversed.
Yeah, that's because that was my super kill move. And then it got undid. Listen, I'm doing what I can over here. Y'all are just... I'm glad I'm not going easy on y'all. Because, my gosh, I'm pulling out every trick in my freaking book. And you guys suck. You know what, my last tail attack? Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have waited. Whatever, it's fine. No, that costs 2 anyway. Alright, it's fine. Flopple top. Oh, and
All right.
Meteor. Go, Meteor, go. Punch him in the leg. You did not hit either time. Alright, so it's just Flopple top and parts.
Right. Make a charisma saving throw.
You know how good I am at those? I rolled a 25.
Never mind. Alright, I'm going to heal.
Plus 11 to charisma saves.
11!
Uh-huh. You're fighting a CR 21.
Yeah.
Not even my best
Trevor
save.
was. Alright, stop sneezing. I like when Trevor.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
When Trevor put all of our party in like the D&D Beyond like encounter thing, and it just kept saying he was gonna insta wipe all of us.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's bullcrap.
It was like TPK.
This thing is not a CR21. The CR is
Did that account for Drya and Frizz and all of them?
No, well, yeah, actually, mostly.
Well, he killed Bill.
I did kill Bill. I got 1 under my belt. And I'm proudly proclaiming that.
I'm gonna heal myself with 14 hit points.
Alright.
I don't
Parks, what do you do?
proudly proclaim that. You like killed a child. Like,
Yeah. Let me have my victories, Nick.
me beating up a toddler is not something I brag about at the bar.
Well, that
Well-
sounds like a you problem.
Well, you might not. Is it my turn? Did John finish?
Yeah.
Oh shit, my bad. Is he still in the air?
Nope.
Ground.
He's on the ground?
Yep.
Grab his dick and twist it.
I'm gonna stick him.
Okay.
Dick twist.
Nope.
God.
You know what? I'm gonna precision strike that motherfucker.
Okay. Don't waste it on that roll, though.
I'm not.
Alright, good. Just making sure.
I'm gonna action surge and then stick him again. Oh, I'm just kidding. I don't need to precision strike that.
Yo!
I kind of rolled mid though. 13.
No, that's not bad. That's harsh.
Oh, Trevor, sorry. I forgot. Can you add 12 more damage?
No.
No, I forgot. I made them ice on purpose so I could add my.
Yeah, but I'm not adding it, so think about that.
No, I think you should.
I did. But you are a bastard, and I will kill your wife.
No, not 12, sorry, just 10.
Okay. Well, that makes it all better. You can have your wife back.
Thanks.
Just kidding. She's gonna auto-fail her saving throws, and if you don't get her out in 3 rounds, she will be dead. So, suck on that. Top of the turn order. Rain. Getting out of the water. Difficult terrain. Where's my funny thing? Great axe hit. Frick you, I'm reckless attacking. But I still missed. But I'm rolling my second attack with advantage. I hit. I land at 22. I deal 9 damage. I am helping. Alright. Boom. Done. Axe range turn. Any attacks against her have advantage. Kingy. Gosh, I am out of things to do. I run forward, and I hit him with longsword. That does not hit. I try again. That does not
Try
hit.
again.
I am sad. Well,
Shame.
alright. Or I could use my breath weapon. Oh well. Layer actions. Oh boy! My favorite!
Great.
Alright, so you know all that water that I just spawned and then was neutralized? I'm not gonna make it toxic again, but everyone in that circle now has to make a strength saving throw or be pulled into the center of the whirlpool and be knocked prone.
And Bob to resist that
What do you mean?
because he's a fish creature.
You know what? Roll with advantage.
Yo.
Oh, Rain failed.
Fish creature.
Kingy failed.
I got an 18.
Prone. You're in the center, but you're standing strong. And then Wizard and Aerie, I don't know if they're on the ground.
Their dead corpses being flung around in the water.
They're flung around and they're prone. So you're all stuck in the center of the water, prone, except Floppa, who is standing up at the center of the
Okay,
whirlpool.
but that doesn't take damage, right?
Correct. They're just not prone.
Okay.
and pulled
So they're
into the
just
water.
unconscious in the water now.
Yeah.
God.
Alright. How am I feeling? Frizz is in melee range, which means Frizz is pulling out the longsword and two-handing it. Well, that's not a hit, but that is. That isn't. Gosh. So hard to hit. Who made this guy? Why is his AC so high? Really annoying. You know what I'm saying? Alright, what do we got? 13 plus 5 is 18, is 21, is 27 damage. Boom. I don't feel like doing that math. What's this minus this?
So he tried to nerf
looking
Bob
good.
Tub, but he forgot to nerf Frizz.
Right.
He's Prison's supposed to be nerfed. He's the hero of this story. So,
Oh, is he? We
Yeah.
couldn't tell.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm so glad I rolled so many 5s on my.
I actually think that Vesper has dealt as much damage as Frizz. unironically.
Yeah, but I don't do anything every other turn.
I know,
There's
I
like
know.
2 attacks.
It's hard. You did over 100 damage in 2 attacks, though. And Frizz
Yeah.
can only do that after like 4 attacks, and it's so hard for him to hit. Wizard and Zephyr.
But
You mean death saving throws?
Yeah, Andariah, who auto fails her death save.
Lord have mercy, this wife of mine.
another success.
Let's see if we have that as well. Probably not. Come on, Zephyr. Do something. Nope, that's a failure.
Alright. It is the dragon's turn. Finally. I have a decision to make. Do I kill Frizz or do I kill Vesper?
Oh, okay.
I think I'm gonna kill Frizz because he's right here.
No, come on, kill me.
I'm debating it. I'm thinking about it. I can, you know what? You're right. I can do it without provoking opportunity attack. So I'm coming over.
Okay.
In which case, what's your AC?
17.
Oh, thank goodness. All of these should hit. All right.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's a hit on the
That's
claw.
not good.
That's a
Uh-oh.
17 because I rolled a 2 plus 15. And
I
yeah,
see.
that's a 25.
Understood.
So all of these are gonna hit. So let me just grab the bite real quick. So that's this, and then I believe this. Acid, and of course the claws are just.
Okay. I think you only need to hit me twice. I think.
Jacob, it's my turn to roll all of my dice to make a really funny number. So
Oh wait, hold on. That was 17 to hit, not okay. Hold
Yeah.
on. Never mind. I thought that was damage. I was like, whoa,
no,
wait a minute.
no, I'm rolling damage now. Alright.
Okay.
It's gonna be more than 17.
Just hold on. Just hold on. It's gonna be this plus. I think our ultimate modifiers. I got a lot of math because I got 4 damage sources here. So my 1 damage source is done. That is
Okay.
that plus. Yep. Okay. Yep. And now I just need to take the face values of this, which is the teeth, which is that. And then I need to take this, which is of course the acid, which is that. So you take 53 damage. 43 of that is piercing / slashing, and then 10 of it is acid.
Okay, I'm gonna use my reaction to uncanny dodge and
Well,
have the damage, and I'm
You
okay.
can only uncanny dodge one of the 3 attacks.
Well then, which one, Trevor? Because you just gave me a big number.
Well, the teeth did a total of 9 damage plus 10 acid damage. That is the strongest attack. That is the bite. So,
Okay.
if you take that damage, which is actually, it's 9 plus 10 plus 8, so 27. So halve 27, and then, did you do that?
Yeah.
Great, now take 34 more damage.
Okay, I'm down.
Alright, that's what I thought.
There we go.
Poopy head. Oh wait, it might not have been 34. Hold on, let me check. It's 16. No, it's 26. Excuse me. It's half of 27.
I
plus
had
20.
19.
Yes.
That was close.
Great. All right. Well, I feel good about that. All right.
Oh, you do?
I do.
I'm so glad.
I do. Malachi. It's Malachi's turn.
Great. How far away from me is the dragon?
Probably like 60 feet. Yeah, it's only 40 feet away from you.
Only 40 feet?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, crap. That may not work then. Okay. Cool. I think I have one more sorcery point. I'm gonna put it all into this. I'm going to run up to it
Okay.
where I can, and then bonus action, Misty Step onto its back.
Okay.
Then I'm going to take the Eldritch Staff, and I'm going to cast Booming Blade.
Counter spell.
Okay.
What level do you cast Booming Blade at?
It's a cantrip.
I'm just counter spelling. I have no spells lost in turn. I'm sick of taking
You
damage.
can. You can see me?
Sick of taking damage. Aren't
What do
we
you
all?
mean I can see you?
Can you see me? I'm on your back.
Okay.
That is how counterspell works.
Actually, get pranked, you can't cast that because you're in Zephyr's anti-magic field.
Is
Means
he-
you also
is he
can't
up to
Misty
that?
Step there.
Okay, alright, well, cool. Cool.
Actually, I'm doing all
Wrong
that.
person.
My spell slot back.
Wrong
Oh,
individual.
yeah, she's in the yeah.
Okay, okay. It was Zephyr down?
Uh-huh.
So no magic is gonna work within that entire space.
Yeah.
Oh, Vesper.
Vesper, you brilliant bird.
Is Vesper down, you said?
I killed him. Feel good about this. I can bring this back.
Okay, put me back where I was originally.
Okay.
And I can Misty Step how far?
30 feet.
I think that would still be within his range, even if I go straight across.
What are you trying to do?
I was trying to go near the top of the pedestal of gold.
I mean, you can just do that by walking.
No. What I'm saying is, if I Misty Step there and it's out of range, and I can run the rest of the way down.
I still don't understand.
I don't have enough movement to get all the way there. But if I can Misty Step across, like to my left,
I mean,
no, not like that.
yeah, but I don't understand what.
I'm trying to get to Vesper.
Ah. Okay, I understand. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Can I turn off the anti-magic amulet?
It's the one that can't be turned off.
Can I toss the
I
amulet?
thought that one was left at the. No, he has it. Never mind.
So
I have both.
actually, that spell, I don't think it's concentration. I think it's lasts for an hour. You could just spell it.
I can't.
Can you dispel anti-magic from within an anti-magic field?
That's
Great question. I mean, it is concentration, and you've been hit a lot. So actually,
wait, Ben, hold up. You gotta put me back where I was then.
yeah, booming wave counterspell. I'm still counterspelling it.
After all that.
It's
Anti-magic is hard.
fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the guy with it.
It stops the spell, but I still have an attack I can do with the Eldritch Staff.
Yeah.
It says when I hit with a melee attack, I can expend up to 3 of its charges. So I'm going to use 3 of its charges and give you 1d8 lightning damage? Or does it? Okay, well, Booming Blade is weird because I have to. I guess I can't do that because I didn't hit technically? You rule the
I'm looking.
Huh?
I'm
Okay.
looking.
Keep looking.
You have to make an attack roll.
Right, because that's my Booming Blade spell, but you counterspelled it. So do you take the.
Well, I counterspell
Let's-
Booming Blade, but all Booming Blade does is make your attack like better. You still need to make
Right.
an attack roll.
Well, I still need to roll to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Roll to hit with Booming Blade. Cool. I'll just roll with this.
So you roll with your stat,
Yeah, well, that didn't hit. Okay. That was a freaking waste of time. So I'm on its back. And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna use my Scimitar of Speed.
Okay.
21 does not hit, right?
Tragically, no. Which is bullcrap, but here we
Okay, no, it's fine. It's all good.
Alright, you done?
That was a lot of work for nothing to happen.
That's how it goes. Alright,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tail attack Frizz because I'm a bastard. I rolled a 30. Alright, let's see. Minimum damage for 10? That's a lot of garbage. Whatever. He'll be dead. He'll be dead soon. Vesper.
What?
Just save.
You better make your saving throw.
What was the save for?
No, you're just,
Dead on the
it's your turn.
Oh, my death's, I see.
Yeah.
Is that as a 19?
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna tail attack Frizz again.
Oh my god. I swear that's been more than 3 in a turn.
It
Or a round.
recharges on his turn.
Really
Not
just
better
went.
than- Correct. So I'm just blowing them all right now. Wow, that's better. What do we got? That's 4. That's 17. Kill that man. Boom, boom, boom.
It's funny how Frizz hasn't moved at all at any time.
I mean,
He's a man of action.
yeah. His sword does the most damage.
Does he need to?
Yeah. He can't exactly. I mean, he can disengage, but that's a waste of his turn.
Climb up on top of the dragon.
Okay.
Kill it.
Because
Kill
that
it.
worked so well for you.
I'm not an attacker. I'm not
Oh,
an attacker.
and Meteor. Alright, Meteor, please hit something. Oh, Meteor just got a crit for 12 damage to the dragon.
Alright, can I get to Vesper?
Just by walking?
Yeah.
It is difficult terrain, so movement speed is double.
Double?
Because the water is smooth. Well, oh, fish man, that's right. You got swim speed, don't you?
Swimming 35 feet. Santa.
Freaking fish person.
Fish man has no problem getting the bird.
Fish
Alright.
fish thing.
Alright, yeah, you have a lot of max health. I'm going to cure
Good
wounds
amount,
at the 4th level.
Gosh.
Big. You get that's crap. You get 20 hit points.
Oh, man. Okay.
And then I'm going to channel divinity preserve life. And I'm going to
That is
give
crap.
20 HP to wizard, 20 HP to Airy.
That's big.
Is it in the range or is it people you focus on?
Oh wait, that's an action.
What?
I can't do both.
Oh.
I can't do both.
Well, pick one.
Alright, scratch your 20 hit points because I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna get.
Yay!
I'm gonna do. Where is it? Healing word at the 4th level instead. Alright, you get 20 hit points.
Wait, so did you not move then?
Huh?
Did you still move over to him?
No, I'll move.
Okay. So you moved over to him, healing word, and channeled divinity preserve life on Wizard and Airy?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got it. Bonus action, I understand. Alright, should I really waste... You know, what else am I gonna use my legendary actions on? Tail attack. I'm feeling it. Oh, and it's a crit! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Give me the D8s. Yeah, baby. Kill Frizz. Oh, this could be it. 14, 18. Oh, yes! Okay, so that's 15, 19, 25. What is 25 plus 8?
33.
Is it just me or does Trevor seem too excited about killing us
Oh, I'm
all?
so close!
It's what he gets to do. We get to be excited about killing his dragon. He gets to be excited about killing us. It's just the way
It is how it works.
I love killing.
Frizz is almost dead, is on the ground, prone, on his last legs, but is trying to get up after he was slammed like 3 times by the dragon's tail attack. Parks, you are up.
Well, I guess I just poke.
You run up and you poke.
Yeah.
Alright, you have to awkwardly avoid the water, but you can manage it.
Damn, that was a crappy cure wounds.
Wow!
25.
Yeah! Put in the work, my god.
9.
Alright, 9 damage. Alright. The dragon is on his last leg, he's not got much left.
I wish I had more attacks per action. Oh,
Yeah.
the woes of being a level 3 fighter.
Yeah. Level 5 is where
Alright.
things get good.
Yeah.
Alright. Top of the turn order. We are back to Rain, who is prone and stuck in the middle of a whirlpool.
How much health did Zephyr get?
20, I believe.
Wasn't that Bird?
No, it was.
Oh,
He
was
did
it for everybody?
another thing as well.
Oh wait. When the dragon hit Frizz, does that count as it making an attack against a target other than me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
Sentinel.
it.
Sentinel.
Oh,
no.
right.
I only get one. No, I'm not gonna do it. Never mind.
Okay.
Well, how much health did the two on the ground get? Wizard and Airy.
Oh, 20 each.
Okay.
Alright, Rain is gonna... Rain is gonna reckless attack to cancel disadvantage. Oh, I can't reckless attack out of melee, can I? Whatever, just attack with this. Oh, that's a crit. I'll take that, even though the damage die is a d4. Sucks. Yeah. That's 11 damage, I'll take it. And that's a 3, so that's not going anywhere. Dragon is extremely weak and quickly getting to its last legs. Kingy's turn. Shoot. How much? 15 feet? Okay. Kingy's going to expend as much movement as he can manage to meander over to the black dragon and expend his breath weapon. 6 damage? Whatever. Okay. Whatever. I helped. That's all I got. I'm out. I'm tapped. You did that. Check it off. There's no point. Alright, fine. I'm done. Kingy's done. Layer actions. What do I have?
Not to be helped.
Yeah, that's a little bit better. Vesper and Frizz and Blabbletup make strength saving throws.
Why does it have to be strength? You know, I get fun stuff with dex saving throws. I got like
Frizz
a feature for that.
If I have 12 strength, what does that make my modifier?
+1.
Okay.
I got a 14 minus 1.
Alright, I got a 4.
Everyone failed. All 3 of you are restrained, which means your speed becomes 0. You can't. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Your attack rolls have disadvantage. So let me put that like here. Tendrils of muck erupt from the ground to restrain you all. And I believe now it is Frizz's turn. And now he cannot move, and he has to roll his attacks with disadvantage. Oh, no. Yeah, no, I can't. Alright, I got nothing. Wizard.
Is he prone?
Yes.
What does that mean for me?
You gotta expend half of your movement to get up.
Alright, I'm gonna get up.
You're up.
Alright, boop boop boop. Beep bop boop. Beep. I'm just gonna magic missile the dragon.
No. You can.
I got a 4. I got a 4. I got a 4.
Okay, 12. Very weak. Anything else?
No.
Alright, Zephyr's up.
I'm gonna cast a spell, but with tempestuous magic, I can fly 10 feet.
Yep.
So, I'm gonna try to. Can I get out of this water or no?
Yeah, sort of. So, it's currently like a 20-foot tall whirlpool of swarming water. So, oh, that's probably why Kinky spell did no damage. He tried to fire through water.
Yeah.
Let me actually make sure that this is. No, yeah, it is 20 foot high. Ugh. So you can't really get out of it, but you can get up.
Okay, well, I'll use that to get me up and a little bit of movement.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's difficult terrain, or you could use your swim speed, but they should be the same.
I don't have a swim speed.
So that's just half of your movement, which is the same as difficult terrain. So getting 15 feet. If you go back, you can fly and swim out of it. But I think that's it. Or maybe over to the right. Yeah. Either one of those, you can get out of the water.
Not enough to get close to Bloppletop?
You would be close to him, but I don't think you'd be out. Because you, like, with your flying, you can just barely get 20 feet, so you'd be, like, here.
Okay, well, I have to use a spell for this.
What if Wizard pushes?
If you so desire.
Use my half movement speed. Like drag him or something.
If I can.
You did already use your action to magic missile.
I did. Yeah.
Alright, that's fine. If I can get there. I'm not still prone, right?
No, but you're just fighting current.
Okay. I'm going to use Witch Bolt. Actually, no, I won't do that. I'm now within 30 feet, so I'm going to use Bless on Bird, Bloppletop, and is Parts 30 feet from me?
Yeah, it's within.
I'm going to use Bless on the 3 of them. Actually, because it's second level, I'm gonna bless Sun as well. So that's 4 people.
Yep.
What's that? D4 to saving throws?
Saving throws and attack rolls.
Ooh.
Yep.
And then, as a bonus action, crap, I use a full level spell, so I can't do healing word. But as a bonus, I can't do it. It's fine. Sorry, friends.
Healing word isn't a bonus action for you?
I can, but I just cast a full level spell. It would have to be like a cantrip or something.
Alright, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Dryad auto fails 2 out of 3 saving throws. And now, Draglet.
Wait, hold up. Can I put the bless on her instead?
Sure.
Instead of who?
Son.
How's that gonna help?
I'll actually let her roll,
right?
so that there's a possibility of success. Alright, buckle up. That's 12, that's a success. Pull yourself one more round. Alright, Dragon's turn. Oh boy, I have options. And I know what those options are, and I know what the best option is, and hopefully it doesn't backfire.
Kill everyone, actually.
I'm going to cast Heal at the 7th level, which is going to give me a good amount of HP.
So he won.
No. He goes from looking like he's about to die to looking like he got the snot beat out of him, but he has enough to destroy all of you. If
So he
you
won.
don't stop him quickly. Not yet, because that is his entire turn. And it goes to Malachi.
So he won.
Oh boy. Alright, well,
Did I miss my turn then?
No.
you poked, right?
You hit for
Yeah, but
9
that felt
damage.
like forever ago. And I rolled a 4.
There's quite a few people. We worked
Okay,
from Rain to
alright.
Kinky to layer actions to Frizz to Wizard and Zephyr to Dryad, back to the Dragon. You're at the very bottom of the turn order.
Okay, cool.
You said this dragon is pretty big, right?
It's very large, yes.
is it enough that... Okay. I was gonna say, is it enough that...
What is he cooking?
It's fine, it's fine. I don't think this helps at all. I'm just going to, from where I am, cast Rhyme's Binding Ice, and I'm gonna angle it so that it catches the front of the dragon.
Okay.
I need to make a con save.
Oh, that's my best save. I got 23.
Don't you plus 11 to charisma?
Yeah, I have plus 14 to con.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Giggle.
Well, love that for you.
Me too.
I have a plus
That's
8 to
fine.
dex, but no, it's make a strength save.
Plus 9 to dex, so I even outclass you in that, and I'm a big dragon, so.
Okay, it's not impressive when you're a big dragon, though. I'm a little guy.
Yeah, whatever, loser. Cope.
Okay, so you take half of 13, which is 6 points of damage, but you also add, because it's ice, you add 5.
5, yeah, okay.
That's 11, and then also you're going to go ahead and add...
X damage.
Oh, add 3 to the damage roll. Yes.
All of this work to get to 3 digits of health. No, my back teetering on that edge. Alright, whatever. I'm still gonna kill you. You done?
And that was, and as a bonus action, I'm gonna try again to just hit you at least somehow.
Scimitar speed.
Yeah.
Plus 10 to hit. It's pretty wild.
Crap! It was on the 12 and then it rolled 16.
Wow.
Great,
That's-
got it.
That's
Mhm.
okay. Well, I am going to wing attack. So I'm flying like probably 40
The provoke
feet in the air.
opportunity attack.
I don't think it. Well, it depends on whether you seed your dexterity saving throw, which is a 23 to succeed. So
Let's see it. Nope.
Why didn't you make the next save?
bird, Wobbletub, frizz, and parts.
Dex.
Yeah.
Nice.
You might have disadvantage because you're restrained.
24.
Check.
18.
So,
Hey, did you add the D4 from Bless?
Me? No.
Okay.
I mean, should I?
the creature has
Doesn't
disadvantage
matter.
on dexterity saving throws.
21.
3 of you who are restrained have disadvantage.
Restraints, is it? Oh.
Yes.
What a shame.
I think parts.
It's-
parts
I rolled
is
16 on 2 different dice, so it's the same
even.
thing.
No, that's all. So far, so failure.
No, 16 plus 8.
Oh. Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's a success.
Yeah.
In which case, Vesper probably will get opportunity attack, and he's the
Nice.
only one because everyone
He's not the
else,
important one.
everyone else takes 10 damage and is knocked prone.
Wait, even me on a 21?
Yeah, that's DC is 23.
To get up?
No, to not be knocked prone and take damage.
It's a saving throw. Did you add your D4?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, he had an 18 before.
18 plus 3, man.
Crud. Okay.
Frizz is down. So yeah.
I wish I could.
What does he do to blob up?
10 bludgeoning damage and knocked prone. You're gonna have an interesting time on his back because he is flying up. So you should make either an athletics or an acrobatics to not get flung from his back.
Could I make an opportunity attack?
You may, with disadvantage because you are restrained.
Yep. I know.
Even though I'm used to flying? Okay.
I mean,
Is that deck save?
I would say athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
Does a 23 hit?
With disadvantage, you rolled a 23?
A 16 and a 15 plus 8.
Okay, I failed my acrobatics, Jack.
Alright, I'm thinking. If I want to.
I will let you know. It can sneak attack.
I'm silver barbs. I'm silver barbs.
No, well, since you had disadvantage, I don't think you can, right?
I think Silvery Barbs is worded weirdly. Might want to double check that. Because Because I think it just says you roll a die, and that's not.
You must
disadvantage.
re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll.
Okay. 21.
Yay! You do not.
Oh, is his AC 22?
His AC is 22.
Is that with the bless?
Oh, I get bless on.
Ah.
I didn't know. I thought bless was saving throws.
No,
No,
it's
it's
attack
attacks
roll
and
too,
saving
so
rolls.
I can't stop you from hitting.
Nice.
Gosh,
Oh, I love this game.
it's so great.
All right, let me get my 4d8s or 4d6s out here. My 2d8s.
My only question was, I want you to do all this damage, but my only question was, can you get sneak attack since you technically had disadvantage or no?
You're right. So no sneak attack.
Yes.
Damn, you shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, no, keep me honest. Keep me honest. I forgot. I was thinking I just needed allies nearby, but disadvantage cancels it.
Please be under 25.
It's 19.
Okay, I can take that. I can swing that. 19, so that side, that side. Wow. No, but then I can't do math anymore. It's too late. Hold on. This minus this. Okay, that's completely incorrect.
When I put all my dice away, I keep putting my d20s away like I'm not gonna need them.
Okay, I have done it. I am in the air, 40 feet up. Malachi has been knocked prone and is about to be flung off the dragon's back.
Why is it always prone and never like on my stomach? I guess that's prone too.
That's prone.
I thought it was on. I assumed it was on my back.
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
I'm gonna allow you to make a dex save to keep yourself from being flung off and falling 20 feet.
Okay. Well, so as long as somebody can catch me, I'll be fine.
Aim for the water.
So true.
18. Did I
Alright.
fail?
No, you are able to stay on the bank of the dragon, although you are not able to get yourself up. You are still prone, but you have not been flung. The dragon is, however, now 40 feet up in the air as you caught yourself at about the 20-foot mark, and then he went 20 feet further up. So he's now 40 feet in the air, and whose turn even was it? Because that was a legendary action. Who went before the wing attack?
I think it was Airy.
I think you're correct. Drya
That was so
went.
long ago.
Drya went and was
But she
blessed on her
saved.
saving throw.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now it is actually the dragon's turn.
What? What?
He made his legendary action before.
I know.
No, it's not. It's not his turn. It can't be.
No,
because he
no.
healed on his turn.
He used heal.
And Malachi, didn't you take a turn? And then he wing attacked after you?
Yes, I did.
Then it's Vesper.
Nice.
Vesper, you brilliant bird, you! I'm on his back.
I'm gonna steady aim to cancel my disadvantage. I still don't think I'll be able to sneak attack though.
I'm on his back.
Yeah, but I have disadvantage. Like I'm getting rid of the disadvantage through advantage, but it's not like getting rid of the disadvantage. It's just like
You like
Making
roll
the
something
roll
to be
normal.
unrestrained.
yeah. How do I get unrestrained?
You don't. You get unrestrained at initiative 20 of next round.
Great.
Yep.
Okay, well I'll well.
Attack anyway.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of I could give someone.
If you could give someone advantage, give it to Drya.
No, it's advantage on attacking, unfortunately.
Right.
Not just. Yeah, okay, I'll do the steady aim thing. I can't move anyway. Oof. 18. Yeah.
No.
With bless.
No, not with bless, but that's not gonna be. Well, I guess if I roll a
If
4.
you roll a 4,
Four.
it's a 25% chance.
It's a 4.
Hey!
Hey!
That's a hit.
Alright. There we go. Let me get my My
Yeah,
dates.
yeah.
I should just keep these out and stop putting them away. The D4s are really hard to find. 17
Ugh.
damage.
Yeah, okay, I zoned. I was like, 17 what? It's like to hit.
And 6 of it is cold.
That's
that
fine.
matters.
I don't think it does. Let me check. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I haven't been mentioning it because I didn't think it mattered, but I figured.
He only has 1 damage immunity, and you can guess what it is.
Acid.
I
Yeah.
bet it's flame.
Yeah, no. Okay. If that's all, we're back at Bloppletop.
Bubble tub, yay.
My guy.
You know? Alright, he's going to... Is anyone around me like looking really hurt?
I don't know.
Drya! Wait, no, she's out of range.
She's in the dragon.
Uh-huh.
Maybe kind of heal her in the stomach.
Healing word, probably, yeah.
I can't see her. Never mind, I have to see her.
Unfortunate.
Is she in the stomach? I thought she was just like in his mouth.
Oh, no, she's been swallowed.
A word? Got it. Cool, chill.
Oh, word. I'm gonna healing word myself. I get 11 hit points. And then Sacred Flame the Dragon.
Sacred
Dex saving throw.
Dex save. Well, I'm really good at those. 19.
Uh,
I'm sorry. It's so Sacred Flame should be buffed. Didn't I actually buff it for you as well?
yes, that's buff.
Bro, Sacred Flame sucks. You should be able to use Bless to increase the like saving throw requirements of spells too. That'd be huge.
You have the power.
Yeah, you should be able to do that. But are you blessed?
Yeah.
You should. What would adding a D4 make it at its maximum? Could it beat a 19?
It's at 17 right now.
Oh yeah, roll your bless. Make Sacred Flame less garbage.
I got a 3.
Alright, it hits.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah, baby! You take 7 radiant damage.
Alright.
I mean, even
Hanging
if
on.
Bless only works with Sacred Flame, still makes sense.
It does, it all makes sense. Alright, anything else?
Yeah.
Meteor is hanging on for his life, and he rolls 1 hit and actually does 6 damage to the dragon's leg. The same leg. And Parts is up.
Yay. Well, I'm gonna use my last javelin.
Send it away. No.
Wait. I'm gonna use a superiority dice.
Don't do that. What's your
I'm going to do it.
Is it a D10?
Yes, it is.
So there's a 1 in 10 chance that this will hit.
No, there's not.
'Cause you
I
have
rolled
bless.
a 7,
Okay.
but I also have bless.
You need a 3. It's a 50-50.
I got a 3.
Yo! What a man! Oh my gosh.
That's why Parts is a goat.
Oh, I love him.
Oh yeah, take 6 damage, bitch.
Yeah. Oh man, he is low.
The chip damage.
The effects of that heal have almost entirely been dissolved by the round of damage that's been done to him. Alright.
Nice.
We are back at the top of the turn order with Rain, who is stuck in the water and is going to use all of her movement to get out and then attempt to hit with slings. Oh no, is that 221s? Oh, no. I got a +8. That's 223s. Yeah. 8 damage, 16 damage. Boom. The dragon is on its last legs yet again. Kingy is stuck in the water. I don't think he has any way of dealing damage. He can get out. I don't have anything to hit it up there. I have nothing. How to... there's no more. I have a single javelin in my... No, I don't have any javelin. I can't do anything. I'm tapped on spells.
Let him throw a rock.
I am going to use the help action on Vesper.
Yay!
Because that is all I can do.
Are we all unrestrained now?
Yeah, not yet, but that's about to happen on this round. So it's 20. So the grasping garbage has been eviscerated, and in its place, we're going back to insects because I hate all of you. The water spire dissolves.
He wishes the worst for us.
Calms down. I do wish the worst for you. And the disgusting rampage of insects returns. In which case, Frizz is going to auto-fail a saving throw as he takes damage from the insects. And yet again, everyone in this radius needs to make a
Con save.
Yes. Now that doesn't include Malachi or Meteor because they're in the air.
Don't forget those of you who have plus.
Yep.
What's the DC?
15.
Oh, easy.
Laptop.
Well,
I got 22.
Aries down.
Okay, so
I just healed him.
I rolled almost max damage for 22. So anyone who fails takes 22 damage. Anyone who succeeds takes half. Kingy, I think, just succeeded.
God damn
He
it.
did. So Kingy takes 11 and is still up a thread.
I'm gonna use Relentless Endurance to not go down, but to be at 1
1
health.
hit point. Fair play.
Yes.
Alright. Kingy is still up barely. Rain rolled a nat 20, so is only going to take 11 damage. And yeah. Is anyone else in this? Frizz already auto-failed. Vesper, did you
Aries
succeed?
down.
I got it, yeah.
Okay. So you're still up, but you should have very few tacos left, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
very few.
Very few tacos. Okay.
Very few.
Frizz is gonna roll a death save, which is a success. He's at 1 failure and 1 success. Should write down Dry as success too. Wizard. The dragon barely has anything left in him. He is struggling to stay afloat, and it looks like he's preparing to unleash a hellfire of a spell.
Anti missile. Woo! 5, 2, 4.
5, 2, 4, 11.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh boy, it's getting real close. It's getting real close. Zephyr is down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Jiraiya is still blessed, so we will roll. That is a 2nd success.
Oh, hallelujah, girl. Oh,
Alright. This
Come on, baby.
is where things get absolutely wild.
oh.
I am going to go freaking sicko mode.
Oh, word.
So just hold on.
I'm holding.
3.
Boom, boom, boom.
The spell. We're gonna do this at level. I'm casting a 7th level upcast of Scorching Ray.
Oh, shit.
7th level does he have?
That's his last one. He is very burned on spell slots. For reference, he's burned all of his level 1 spells. He has 2 level 2 spells, 0 level 3 spells, 2 level 4 spells, 2 level 5 spells, 0 level 6
Whoa,
spells.
metagaming,
0 level
metagaming,
7,
metagaming.
1 level 8, and 0 level 9.
Hey, I don't have the ring. You don't have to.
Somebody get this guy, somebody get this guy.
Meticulously tracked his spell
He's cheating.
slots, including all of his counter spells and reactions.
He's metagaming.
I am
Yeah,
metagaming.
Vesper should have turned on the amulet.
Just to let you know. Okay, I have 8 Scorching Rays, and I have my hits, and each one just deal 2d6 fire damage. My first Scorching Ray is targeted at Vesper. I
Of
roll
course.
a 19 to hit, and deal 9 damage. Is Vesper still up?
No, he's down.
Excellent.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Jesus.
The second Scorching Ray is going towards Parks. I roll over a 20
What it
and
takes to
deal
kill
7
again.
damage. Parks is
Jeez.
down, correct?
He hit like 1 health.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
Parks is
have
dead.
6 Scorching Rays remaining. Frizz has 2 death saves that I am going to attempt to make him fail. I roll a nat 20, which is going to insta-crit. Frizz burns up into a crisp as his corpse is eviscerated by the dragon, and he instantly fails for 2 throws on that crit. I have 5 Scorching Rays remaining. I guess I'll leave his corpse, but he is dead. Turning to Wizard. That is a 12 to hit. Does that hit?
No.
I'm guessing not. That is a miss. I have 4 Scorching Rays left. There's another 12. I have 3 Scorching Rays left.
Wait. You did. Oh no, because you did a nat 20. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a 13. Does that hit?
No.
I have 2 Scorching Rays left. That is a 14. Does that hit?
No.
Wow. Alright, that's over a 20. I'm guessing that Scorching Ray hits.
Alright.
Alright, that is 7 fire damage to Wizard.
Okay.
Still up?
Yeah.
Last Scorching Ray towards you. That is a 15 to hit. Does that hit?
Nope.
And that's it. All Scorching Rays have been used. I fly 40 feet back. Another dex save is required from Malachi. And Meteor is going to make a strength save. Oh wow, Meteor actually just might have just gotten burned off. Meteor
nat 1.
drops. What did you get?
Nat 1.
Nat 1. Alright, you both fall 40 feet as the dragon leaves, and you take 20 bludgeoning damage upon impacting the ground. Alright.
Okay.
Boom, and
It's my turn now, though, right?
Possibly. Yes. I am looking. Yes. The dragon's turn is over. He is hanging
Alright.
on by a thread.
So I am going to use my advantage on this.
Okay.
Your inspiration.
Yeah, that.
Yep.
And I'm going to use Eldritch Blast.
Is that a cantrip? Can I counterspell that? Or wait, did I already use my reaction? I already used my reaction. Although no, it was just my turn. I got my reaction back.
Let's see.
Pretty sure you can counter.
You can counterspell a cantrip, yes.
I'm counterspelling it. Burning a level 2 spell slot to counterspell it.
And then...
Wait,
Wha-
isn't Counterspell level 3?
Oh, yes. I'm burning a level 4 spell slot. Because I'm out of level 3 spell slots.
How far away is he?
From you, he's 40 feet up and 20 feet over, so... No.
About 30.
Yeah, he's 44 feet away from you.
45.
Okay, I'm gonna get up, rubbing my arms, and just like, I'm gonna go close to where, let's see, I should be able to. Did I have one? Definitely had a crossbow. Yeah, I do have a crossbow.
Thank you, Nick.
I have a crossbow. Alright. Well, I don't know if that's gonna work. Don't know if that's gonna work. Pre-app. I guess as an no, I have to have something I can do. Hold on. There must be something I can do. There are bonus actions, but I can do something right here. Whoa. I think that's it.
This is a struggle.
Yeah, it's desperate.
It's real desperate. It's desperate for all parties.
I'm just gonna use my freaking crossbow.
What else is a man to do?
And
You're rolling with advantage, correct?
sure. Yeah, that. Alright. Yeah, they don't.
Oh, are you blessed?
It's a 21.
He's not blessed.
I give it to Drya.
It skims off the scales on his back.
Yeah, I think that's all I can do. Yeah.
You done?
Yeah, I think that's all I can do. Yeah.
Vesper, death save, I think.
Yeah, I rolled. It was a nat 1, so I got 2 failures.
Oh, God.
2 failures.
What the hell is this?
Is Kingy still?
Wait.
What?
Waiting.
It's pathetic. I can't do anything else.
I'm sorry. If you...
But I have make a strength saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Here's disadvantage because of Hex.
I do!
No, it's a strength check, not a strength saving throw.
A check? Are you trying to grapple?
You're on the ground. You got flung.
You don't know what I can do. Just make the roll.
It was over a 20 if it was a check. If it was a save, it was a 16.
Oh crap! You just beat it. You just met it. It was 16. I was just trying to pull you back 5 feet.
No, no. He's too large to do that.
No, it says telekinetic. It doesn't have a size.
Oh, hold up. Never mind. He's using the force. Okay. I'm sorry. That won't do it. Vesper made his death save. Blockletup, I think it's you.
Boy, I love it. Love it a lot. Blockletup has a single spell slot.
Yeah.
Alright, if I move up 35 feet, how far away is he?
Let's find out. I'm gonna need Pythagoras.
I think it's gonna be 45 again, right?
40 feet up.
Alright, yeah, he's less than 60.
Yeah,
That's
he's
good.
less than 60.
Alright, first, Sacred Flame, Dex 17. But I'm blessed, so I add a d4 to that.
Okay, yeah. I like that ruling. I fully support
That's good.
that.
Yeah, add actually a 4 to that.
Alright.
Woo!
So it's a 21
21.
save on Dex.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he just failed. He rolled a 12.
Come on.
He takes 8 radiant damage.
He's holding on.
And
Not by
then,
much.
level 3 spiritual weapon. Doesn't hit.
Oh man.
I'll add a 2 to that. Doesn't help.
But it exists now, right?
Yeah, let me.
It exists.
Slop it on there. Whew. Oh man. You guys don't know how close it is. Anything else?
No.
I've never been this low on spell slots.
Okay. I don't think I've used any legendary actions yet.
No!
I need to fact check that.
I
You
used
used one like immediately after your turn, didn't you? To fly away?
I think you're right. I think that was a wing attack, which means no, I cannot use Meteor's on the ground.
This is still the turn he healed, isn't it? That's crazy.
It is. Legendary actions make things wild. Yeah, I think it's the turn I heal. No, it's not, because this is the Scorching Ray turn. So actually, no, I haven't. I shouldn't have used my wing attack. I just took off. I was already took off from my wing attack, so I can use my wing attack because this was the Scorching Ray turn. So I'm going another 40 feet.
It's so dumb you can just move sideways with that.
I can move half of my flying speed in any direction.
I'm not on your back anymore.
Oh, that's not you. So
Oh, that's fair.
That's your
Yeah.
wife.
Okay. We are one.
Yeah. I don't think I can do anything else. Meteor stands up. There is nothing for him to throw.
Me, can you throw me?
Yes. Do you want him to throw you?
You're not gonna make it.
He has
Throw
to
me.
throw you hundreds of feet.
Toss
I don't
me.
think it's feasible anymore.
Don't tell the elf.
Toss me.
I don't think it can be done.
Just like before, BT.
Nah, he's not.
Negative.
That's not gonna work.
This is much more
It's
difficult.
too much.
Calculating in wind resistance and throwing
I think-
moving objects.
I don't think.
Oh, that's the.
I don't think Meteor can do anything. He's just gonna scream, "He's getting away!" Excuse me. I think it's Parks, poor man. Death save, I think.
Yay.
What do we got?
Success.
Okay, one success. We're at the top of the turn order.
Let's see.
Rain
I
is
give
up.
This. I can give up
This
this.
could be it.
The bargaining of a lost soul.
Hold up. No, I'm
I
actually.
have 40 feet of movement.
I'm
I
calculating my
shove
spell slots.
Bubbletop and
I can give
Sun
up.
out of the way. I am 60 feet and 40 feet away. Ugh. 72. I have to attack with disadvantage with the sling, which I will do. Oh, it's a nat 20 and a 15.
Oh wait, hold up. I am so sorry.
What?
It's okay. Just going forward, no more blessed zephyrs now.
Okay. Rain expends her turn with a disadvantage. She is too far away, and she cannot hit him. Kingy is, I think, still up, barely. He doesn't have any range. All he's gonna do is do a medicine check. Did he just fail a medicine check? Kingy. He actually just failed a medicine check to stabilize Vesper.
Unfortunate.
And now it's layer actions. In which case, the insects continue swarming. And that's
Oh,
gonna
we
cause
attack again?
it's a layer turn, so yes.
Everybody
Okay.
takes
I'm
another
dead.
death save. Okay, a death save.
I think Vesper just, because I just failed a medicine check as Kingy, unless I can do something.
Does he not have any more healing hands? I mean,
He used it all on
Yeah.
himself
I
after he got
did.
acid breathed.
Hold on, though. Let's see.
okay.
Caroline, I turn the unholy incense. My Leon
You
Pierce
get
pool is
anything
all-
back from the.
Wait,
Sword Rest?
he used all his channel divinity?
I think he did. Well, no, but I don't think my channel
He's a
divinity is
paladin.
sacred weapon.
Yeah.
Turn
It
the
kills.
unholy.
Because
Right,
sometimes they
yeah.
say that you can use it to fuel other spells. So if you had like a healing spell at all,
I just needed to pass a DC 10 medicine check to stabilize him, and I rolled a 3+3. And what's immediately after this initiative is the layer action.
Yep.
So I don't know if I can save Vesper. I'm,
boys,
I'm looking for what I have. I don't think I can do anything
this is it, boys.
unless I call for divine intervention.
You know what? Kingy would do
And
that.
if I roll an 8 or lower, That's that. Alright, and then throw the shot. Holy shit. I'm sorry, I rolled a 7. I actually rolled a 7. I kid you not. Or this is 0, right? It's not 100. This is a 7, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Is it a 7 or a 70?
Well, it's 2 zeros and a 7.
Yeah.
I just rolled a 7 for divine intervention.
There would be no other way to roll below 10 if that was.
Oh my gosh. Well, Kingy in the middle of an insect swarm. I can't believe Julian isn't here for this. I'm gonna have to show. I am shocked. Okay, alright. Wow, okay. Kingy sits down in a last desperation to preserve the life of Vesper from the swarm of insects. He says a divine prayer. Laying his hands on Vesper, Vesper regains his full health as an imbued with an unholy fury that repels all of the insects and negates all layer actions. The specter of the silver dragon, Elevar, servant of Bahamut, emerges in front of the black dragon, terrifying it with a frightening presence. It fails its wisdom save and spirals back in a quick reaction towards the ground, shocked and on its last legs, barely catching itself. Frizz is dead. It is Wizard's turn.
Grandpa!
Magic missile.
He's gonna end it with magic missile.
Please get her done. 4.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
2.
It's not enough. The black dragon, as it spirals back, is hit by 3 missiles on all sides of its wings, puncturing holes straight through them as it whelps in pain, barely holding on to its last life. Zephyr death saves.
Zephyr does. Zephyr, you brilliant bird. No, he's not a bird at all.
That's incorrect. It's very incorrect.
Listen, I'm in trauma. Oh, not 1.
Alright, that's 1 fail.
No, it's 2.
Okay. Ugh. Jiraiya no longer has bless and auto fails. She's at 2 failures and 2 successes.
Baby!
It is the dragon's turn. The dragon has 3 hit points and is frightened. The dragon, in a terrified fury, attempts to cast Heal at the 8th level. Elevar counterspells him. The healing is immediately shut down, and the black dragon, unable to move due to being stricken by pure fear at the end of his reign, sits back on the floor and turns around, because guess whose turn it is? At turn order 7, Malachi. The dragon has 3 hit points and is immobile due to being frightened.
Right.
It turns to you, realizing that its fate has been sealed. And in its one good eye, you can see that his reign is truly over. The arrogant display of pride that once lit up those cold yellow eyes is now dim with defeat. What would you like to do?
So I took some of my, I took one of my first level spells to give myself some sorcery points.
Okay.
I'm gonna use those to give myself back the 2nd level spell.
Yep.
And I'm gonna the 2nd level spell. I'm going to cast Rhyme's Binding Ice.
Okay. need to roll.
Dragon succeeds.
See if you. I just have to roll some d8s, and it's a con save.
Well, that's not gonna matter that much because I rolled a 28 on the con save, but do I still take half damage?
Yes, you do.
And it doesn't matter.
So you take 8 plus 5 plus 3.
Well, the 3 does it in. So, to Malachi de Lumiere, heir of Elabar, the Silver Dragon, I ask, how would you like to do this?
I'm going to call on like the draconic ancestors and blast his mouth with ice, prying his jaw open and ripping it off completely.
All right. The black dragon attempts to withstand the blast of ice, putting up its old ancient claws. Unable to shield its face, its claw is blasted back by a powerful bolt of ice, which, as it cries out in terror, freezes its jaw shut until it shatters, and its face is left a gaping hole as it collapses to the ground, and out of its gut spills Dariah, and the corpse of the black dragon lies lifeless on the floor with its 400-year reign finally at an end.
I'm going to really quickly. So I think you've let me do this before. I don't know if you will. I have 8 points of healing hands. Can I just run around and give everybody 1 HP?
Yeah, you have. So Vesper is good. Dariah needs to make a save, but she should be fine.
So I can't get to her now.
Rain can go up and make a medicine check to stabilize Dariah. Did I just fail again? Come on. What's my medicine? +0. Screw this game!
I did all of that just for her to die.
Not yet. We are still in initiative, which actually means Rain can't move. So yes.
Oh, okay.
This becomes the question. It is still your turn, but you have burned your action. So it's Malachi's turn.
I've used my action, and my healing hands is an action. The only thing that I don't know, it's not possible.
You can move, right?
Yes, I can.
Would you like to run over to your wife?
Yes, I would.
There is plenty of time for someone to intervene.
Well, whenever I kill the person I hex, I get 7 points of HP.
Okay.
Good job.
Can my wife have it?
Well, those are for you, so no.
I know.
Vesper, however, has been magically rejuvenated and awakens from death with Kingi's hand still firmly planted on his chest. As Kingi retracts, Vesper, you quickly survey your surroundings and realize that Parts and Zephyr are both down, but Zephyr is on his last limbs. He's about to die.
I'm going to move to Zephyr. Bonus action help.
Mm-hmm. Don't you have to do a medicine check to stabilize? You can just help.
Isn't that what it is? Hold on.
I don't know.
What is it?
I forget.
Can't you help?
It's a DC 10 medicine check.
Yeah, this isn't
Right,
Baldur's
but
Gate.
how do you proc that? What action do you take to make that happen?
You just roll a medicine check,
Medicine check.
and that is an action.
Darn. Okay. Nat 20.
All right.
So he gets 1
Barry
HP.
wakes up with 1 HP as a surge of adrenaline spikes through his body.
All right.
Back from the dead. Bloppletop.
As
Parts
crazy as
is-
my sound,
Parts
I
is
have
down and Dariah's
no
down.
healing spells.
Yep.
So wait, who's dead right now?
Well, Frizz is dead on the floor.
Frizz is dead.
He is burned up in a blaze of glory.
Parts is down.
When did he
Spears
die?
Scorching Ray. So Frizz, just so you guys know, Frizz had 6 HP when he was restrained.
Has it been within 6 seconds?
It's not.
I mean,
it's
if you
more-
have Revivify.
It's more than that, I believe.
I cannot cast it.
Yeah,
Isn't
he's out of
Revivify-
spells.
I thought Revivify was like a minute after.
It should be.
It is a
He
minute.
doesn't have spells.
I thought it
Yeah.
was 6 seconds.
So-
anyway, Regardless.
What happened to Frizz is Frizz had 6 HP, and then he was restrained by the entangling. He missed all of his shots. The dragon downed him with the wing attack when he flew upwards, at which point Frizz had to start making death saves. He failed his first death save. Then the dragon hit 1 Scorching Ray on Frizz with a crit, which counts as 2 failures on a saving throw, so he instantly burned Frizz alive.
So when Eri gets up, he's kind of just gonna say, "I can help."
It's not quite his turn yet.
I know. I just think as he gets up.
Okay, so Parts is down.
Yes.
And Dry is down?
Yes. Dry is in worse shape than Parts by a lot.
Alright, I'm going to spare the dying Drya
Okay.
as a cantrip.
Okay. She's stabilized.
I'm gonna. Can I run down to Parts and do like a? No, it's still an action, so I can't do
You
anything.
can run to him, but you can't get him up this turn. The good news is there should be enough time. He has 0 failures. So we're at the point now where everyone has been stabilized or up, so we can exit initiative.
Yay.
So
Okay. If we're out of initiative,
you're out of initiative.
Aries going to use Harness Divine Power
Okay.
and cast Healing Word on Parts.
Okay.
Oh,
That
what do I
works.
get?
2.
Right? 7.
7?
Hey,
Dude, when I got a 20 on the that cure wounds, I was so mad.
Yeah.
Jacob pulled up like a bell curve.
It's very low, I presume.
It ranges from 14 to 42.
Oh yeah, that's about right.
and then I'm going to use my last spell slot to run up to Spirit and cast Healing Word as well.
Okay, so how many hit points should she have?
You would know, right?
I wouldn't. I don't.
When
how many would you
I spared the dying, so she went from 0
She
to
was
0.
at 0, right?
Yeah.
She went from 0 to 1, I would presume.
Yeah. Okay, but still unconscious. All right. And then, what are you giving her? How many hit points are you giving her?
8.
8. All right. She has 9 hit points. Still unconscious.
Still unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Healing doesn't wake you up?
That's it.
Yeah?
No. All right. Well, I guess she gains consciousness. What's that noise?
I was like, when would she get up? At 15?
No, I was just like, okay, because Spare the Dying doesn't wake her up specifically, but I guess if you provide hit points from that point, she does wake up. Sure, all right, very very well. At which point, what does this interaction look like? Are you holding her dead body?
I am cradling her, stroking her face, and I'm in equal parts like relief and awe, and also just like all the adrenaline. Because is the figment of the silver dragon still up there?
Yes. Shining in glory over the corpse of the black dragon, illuminating god rays upon you and your tree wife.
I'm just crying. That's all that can happen at this point.
As Drya wakes up.
Snot's running.
As Drya wakes up, she says, "Darling, I think I died."
You almost did.
I tried to stop him. I saw what he was doing to the others. The water, the terrain. It would have killed them. Are they all right? Have we lost anyone? Is it over?
Only Frizz.
It appears this was his destiny.
I don't know about that, but it's not one of us.
Did anybody see what happened to my favorite secret agent, Bill?
Yeah. Well, Kingi is going to walk over and witness the splendor of the silver dragon before him, the source of his divine intervention, and immediately kneel and say nothing. It doesn't seem that the dragon is speaking, but its aura is still extremely strong as it shines before you.
Hey, can I
Did Hart wake up?
Yeah,
He should have because I
Everyone's
cast
up
the
at this
thing.
point.
Yeah.
everyone's up.
The second Hart wakes up, he just throws the spear at him.
No.
The dragon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump in front of it.
Why?
What?
Why? Wait, you mean the white dragon?
Yes.
No, I meant the dead dragon.
Black
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
then I don't jump in front.
I thought he was attacking the silver
So
dragon.
Parts
Me
rolls
too.
up.
I was
Parts
like, there's no way we are fighting that.
He rolls up and lands a final blow with the spear as it lodges itself in the dragon's corpse. Its head
Yeah, he's the
shattering.
Dragon Slayer.
He did help. He did more damage than some people. So,
Some people. You can just say it's both my characters.
it's rain.
I'm going to say we must be careful, but we must not let a good dragon go to waste.
Are you gonna eat it?
No, we can salvage teeth, claws, scales, acid. Can I attempt to speak with the spirit of Elaba?
You may, should you so desire.
Okay. I'm gonna do this in draconic.
Very well.
Mm.
Yeah? Is that so?
That was like the coolest speech ever. Did you guys not understand? Anyway,
Vesper caught it. He's tearing up.
right? You're like, great one. Thank you for your help and your assistance on this day. This would not have been possible without you. It was a complete act of divine intervention.
The dragon simply nods. Attempting to make eye contact with it is very difficult. The brilliance of the silver god rays that pour down from its face make its figure a mere silhouette in the shadow of, well, not even in the shadow, in the brilliant light of its glory.
I'm gonna make a ray of frost in my hands and be like, and just like point at it and point at the dragon like back and forth and be like, see, just like you.
What
What?
are you trying to communicate here?
I'm a silver dragon descendant. Hi.
You think he doesn't know that?
I don't know what he knows. I've never. This has been my life stream.
The specter of the silver dragon phases through the wall, flying
Oh God.
20 or so feet above you until it reaches the point of his own statue, clearly not to scale. And he immediately reaches out to the silver dragon and dispels the aura of magic around it. And quickly, the specter dissolves into the silver dragon itself, who slowly releases from what appears to be some form of petrification, and as life returns to its limbs, it steps off of its pedestal, opens its eyes, and slowly scans its surroundings.
At this point, Drya is holding me.
Yeah.
You get to make that decision?
Yeah, it's his wife, I'm sure.
I'm just gonna jump in her arms
Yeah.
Bridal style.
Alright.
and just weep.
The silver dragon makes its way off the pedestal, analyzing the group before it. Lioness is going to bow with Kingy, and Meteor is going to bow with Kingy because he doesn't know what else to do, and he's just going to do what Kingy does. The rest of you, it is your choice to make.
Oh, Aries on his name.
Okay.
Blobstop doesn't bow. The wizard does that.
He's on his ass, bro.
Alright, what about Vesper?
I'm not bowing, but I'm like holstering my weapons.
Okay.
Not like, you know.
The silver dragon takes a survey of its surroundings, and then in Draconic says, I presume the 400 years are up.
Yes.
Are they? How long is it?
Yes, they are.
What year were you? What year did they start?
1232 in your year, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because it is 1632 currently.
Yeah.
This is the day that the prophecy spoke of.
The day that I have long awaited. And
Yes.
now may I impart my humble thanks to those who have enacted the will of my forefather and his father before him. And the dragon bows its neck deeply to all of you and says, "Arise, champions. Your quest was not for naught, and your sacrifices have been noted."
Oh, great one, if I may, as impetuous and as it seems, with your abilities, and I'm going to point to the scorched corpse
Of Frizz.
and say, we would not have known how to get here, or truly, we are here because of this one, this Samaeladrin, the one of whom the prophecy spoke. And I don't know if it is within your power, but I believe possibly if he could be restored.
He could. You must understand, however, that this mortal existence is not the end for the servants of the One above all. It is far more fitting that he be standing in glory now in the higher planes than to be brought back here. His work is done, and his reward will be great. As will yours. His time has come, but yours has not. There is still much work for you to do here.
I'm going to say yes, and under my breath say Grandpa.
Grandpa?
Okay. The silver dragon approaches and very delicately picks up Frizz, and then seemingly does some form of telekinesis to close his eyes, clean his wounds as best as he can, and lay him to rest before seemingly whisking his body away
Jeez.
in a strange spell, and says,
His father would be proud.
"His father is proud, and they are now united once again. Now, 2 words I bring to you, descendant of Durango and descendant of Elabar. First, descendant of Durango, you have fought long to reverse that which has been done by your ancestors, and you have been redeemed, though you were once an outsider by blood. Blood now is no longer required. Your sacrifice has been noted, and you have been rewarded duly. May you go in peace. Your mission on this plane is finished." Alright. Kingi stands up and says, "Thanks, but what do I do now, exactly?" He says, "Well, that will be up to you. I am sure a new calling will find you, if not you it. You are a new man. I am sorry you could not have joined us in full to the end of this quest, but know that it was a pleasure having you, and your work has been seen. Go in peace." Alright, and Kingi kneels. And then he says, "As for you, descendant of Elabar, know this. Your road is long from complete, this being the first step in a long journey. The dangers presented on this island span back millennia to its very creation, and the threat which you have usurped is but a stepping stone into the larger battlefield of lesser gods taking place. We are in the end of days. Men rise up against elves, dwarves, gnomes. War plagues the land, and not only on Mandril. Key points are being overtaken. The very threads of magic are in danger, and you will be the one to stop them. If only in part, as you will not be alone. Continue your quest and follow the calling placed upon you by the One Above All, as guided by your servant Michael and his overseer Bahamut.
Just the whole office, just everyone.
Indeed.
God.
I grant you my blessing, the blessing of silver radiance, that your foes may know your wrath. Alright, you feel a strange power course over you. You have been given the equivalent of a radiant divine smite. So, you can tuck that away for later. It's basically, I can go over the details later, but it's incorporated from Paladin. So, the dragon is essentially, this gift is conditional. So the dragon is giving you an oath. You are a warlock, but you're also close to a paladin. And in order to receive this power, the oath that you're being instructed to take telepathically is to stop the warring of the gods on this island and bring peace.
I'm writing it down. Okay.
So essentially,
You're not telling me to take a level up paladin.
no. Unless
Okay.
you want to.
I feel like my warlock pact is kind of already that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you should do that. I'm just giving you some flavor.
Yeah. No problem.
So, yes, more details will be revealed as you are still the Oracle, but you feel like these things are very much related, and this path was treaded out for you long ago. So, you are in an interesting position as a servant of Bahamut because some killings are necessary, as you have seen, and you will be instructed to carry out the destruction of evil furthermore. But you also have that quiet voice in the back of your head telling you to keep eyes out for those that are being manipulated by powers higher than themselves. Because there is a real enemy and a easy enemy. One that is visible, an apparent threat, but that taking them out would be like attacking a hydra, because you're not actually addressing the real threat of the issue. The oath you're being told to take is essentially to navigate diplomacy, to uphold the creation of the One Above All, and to strike at the true enemy of the land, who are apparently warring gods that seek the destruction of all civil societies in the entire world.
I
And
accept.
all of this is communicated telepathically. At some point, he just stopped speaking because this is just for you.
I accept.
Okay. You are now able to use Divine Smite once per short rest. Alright. The Silver Dragon says, I apologize for the brevity of this conversation. Know that I have awaited this moment for a long time, but I myself have my own part to play in this. And while I myself would love to stay in the aftermath and assist in the cleaning up of the Feywild, I am required on the material plane. I have adversaries of my own to face.
Great dragon. We ourselves are grateful to have had the opportunity to help someone as powerful and ancient as you. We were wondering. There seems to be some sort of spell on this place that prohibits us from leaving some of the to say spoils would be crude, but with some of the knowledge that we have earned and gained, is there anything you could do to help us with?
I know of these spells. I witnessed their creation and received foreknowledge on their operation. The seals can be broken. If they are to be broken, you must exercise utmost discretion. It would be preferable for the seals to remain intact, and for you to take only what you need out of these halls. Great amount of abuse has been taken in the construction and warring over these archives. The protection must stand, but it can be removed for key items. Should you need, for any reason at your discretion, to remove this protection, I give you this key. And he materializes a diamond, a glowing white diamond that appears to have some kind of magical aura around it, and he telepathically floats it towards you. He warns you telepathically, it is very sharp. Be careful.
I hold it with telekinetic as well. And still go like, just like, okay.
He telepathically tells you, in order to use this key, you must attune to it. Any item you wish to bypass the seal and protection of you must simply speak the command. It operates telepathically as well. The spell will be lifted and you will be able to remove the item. If anything you find should be sealed in here, you may likewise apply the seal and protection of to it, should something need to be left behind in these halls.
Okay. Understood, thank you. Great.
You have everything you need to complete your mission here. Know that the king will not openly receive you. You still have some battles to fight, though not physical. The curse that afflicted this land was largely caused by the Black Dragon, but the Eladrin have played no small part in its worsening. They must repent in order for the land to be truly healed.
Understood.
If there is anything you should need, you have your guides. My Kiel is always with you. I have seen him serving you faithfully. Do not neglect, call on his aid should you need it. And with that, we will meet again, Oracle. The dragon begins casting plane shift, and different squares of energy revolve around him until eventually they flip onto themselves and he phases out of the archives, likely traveling to the material plane.
Should we have warned him about the black dragon that's kind of loose? I'm sure he'll handle it. It'll probably be fine.
I thought that got taken care of. I don't know. I don't think we know that. Never mind.
It's probably safe to assume that he knows about that.
Well, that's a good point, Vesper. Just in case, I can let him know, I believe.
Yeah, it seemed like you guys were having a moment there. He wasn't really saying anything, and neither were you. But there was like, they don't interrupt.
The diamond. Well, it looks like we can take things out of here now.
Good.
Anything?
Yes, I asked initially if we could stop the seals, but he advised that because of how much was in here and how powerful they were and the enchantments on it, he just gave us this key so that we could take specific items.
Well, now we can stay in here as long as our food lasts. So.
Well, I'm also thinking this might not be. Well, no. If there was some way we had of teleporting in here, this would be a fantastic base.
Well, I was thinking about that just now. teleportation circle. I've read about that spell.
I
understand to establish a circle, you need 100 days. I wonder if we could hire somebody from up there to establish a teleport circle, and then in 100 days, we'll have a base we can always return to.
About that, the Great One said that the king may not be so favorable upon our exit. At the very least,
we can handle
rest here.
Yeah. Fully rested, I'm sure we'll have no problem. Though I do wonder if there's anything down here we could use.
I
Plans
wonder,
for the palace or something that might give us an edge, should it come to that.
or even maybe there are other ways to get out of here. The Black Dragon did speak of the heart of the mountains. At this point, I'm just gonna go, check with everybody, see how's everybody doing.
Not great. Rain is 50-50. Bill is dead.
Frizz is dead.
Kingy
but
has
he's okay.
9 hit points.
Wait, who is dead? Bill.
Bill and
Frizz. But Frizz is doing alright.
I was told not to attempt to save Frizz.
Well, I don't think we could, even if we wanted to. Unless one of you pulled another thing like Kingy did for me, which I do appreciate. Thank you very much.
Kingy just says, it wasn't me.
Well,
it actually was.
it seems valuable to have a lot of you very divine types around. You seem to be able to call in miracles when we most need them.
I guess.
And boy, did we need it today.
Boy.
By the way, I'm still shocked that I rolled a 7.
That's
Yes,
crazy.
I know.
Actually, wild.
That's kind of absolutely gobsmacked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to Potts and give him a handshake.
Yeah.
Let's
Dragon
Second dragon.
obliterator part.
second
Oh,
dragon
yeah.
on the
Parts is level 5 now.
Oh!
Because he or
The hand you shake is just moist with blood.
Yeah, I'm utterly
His
like
blood.
I'm just in like a
You'll
lot of
never know.
I'm just in a lot of respect for him at this point.
Yep.
I know
He's rising through the ranks fast.
I know that when you started this, you seemed very mercenary and quite focused only on the money. I hope that through this we've formed a bond of sorts beyond what a little gold can cost.
A little? I mean, yeah. Yes.
And then I'm going to use healing hands on him.
Damn, you're healing him.
I'm going-
Kingy's got 9 HP out of 60.
What do I get?
I have
well, it would just I can only give you 8 hit points.
8?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good. I'm at half health.
Wow.
Please. This is not an attempt at a bribe. I genuinely
He's
do.
going to quietly walk away, stepping around the giant corpse of the black dragon.
When all is said and done, dragons are very innately magical, and there's a lot here that we can work with.
Meteor's gonna follow Kingy.
No.
Into the sunset? What is?
No, they're going into the other room to look at his ancestor, I believe. Or the statue of, because I think we just killed his ancestor. Is that right? Was this Durango?
No. This was
No.
one of Durango's black guards.
Oh.
Only some of the people here have met Durango. If you recall, Durango was the final boss where the skeletal creatures took you to fight the Red Dracolich. That Red Dracolich is Durango.
Oh, that's
remember
right.
that.
That's right.
Flesh was
That's right.
stripped from his body and he was banished from being on the material plane.
Gosh,
He was
it's been a
sent to
while.
another. Yeah. So you met him.
I was a
Kingy
whole
fought
different
him.
person.
You were a whole different person. But Malachi was there. And
In
Bob
real
was
life.
there.
Malachi was not there.
Oh, that's true. That was Parallel Universe Malachi. Oh, that's
No,
right.
even Parallel Universe Malachi.
No, that's
was
true. You guys skipped it. Oh my gosh, that's so true. So who actually met Kingy met Durango in this group, and what? No one else here.
Wappletup?
Loppletop, yeah.
I mean, you were a different guy then. Does that still?
He remembers.
he remembers
he
that.
just
You
doesn't
remember,
remember
okay.
being Moon Dude.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's shocking.
The only stuff he doesn't remember is before a certain point underground.
Yeah, so when
He's completely lost his
remember
memories
when he
of
died
something.
in the first pit and then came back?
Remember,
with the
remember when we
spider
killed him?
web? Yeah.
That was a good time.
Yeah, that.
Remember when he fell 600
forgot
feet into a
everything
pool
from
of
there.
piranhas?
He also gave up a key memory to get through the Feywild, but I don't remember what memory.
Remember when he died?
It was something around the same time. It may have been like a time span around then.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
Like
even-
the first day or something.
Didn't I have to give up something too? Didn't we all?
Everyone gave something up. I didn't.
I
write
don't
it down.
remember what I gave up.
And you have to check the logs. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But yeah.
You gave up your memory of giving up something? Oh my god!
Oh, with the crow?
Yeah, because the Arakakra took your memories to as like a token of faith to get you in with the Raven. Not the crow, the Raven.
The Raven.
Uncultured swine.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because the stat block I took is called the crow, but I just went, no, like crows, ravens are better. So I made him a raven.
I'm gonna go over to Wizard.
Okay.
I'm speechless. You did so well.
I love killing.
Well, I just cast a magic missile, sir.
Sometimes simple is best. You did a fine job.
He's very disheveled and weak looking.
Yeah.
I clap him on the shoulder. Good man.
Alright.
Yeah. I just make my rounds talking to everybody.
Okay. Well,
That's the most you've ever hurt Wappletup.
I tried.
After he took away your thing.
I tried to TPK everyone. That Scorching Ray was my Hail Mary at 30 health.
He missed a wizard 3 times.
It was crazy.
No. He didn't miss Wizard. He hit Bill 3 more times. Guys, go look at his corpse. It's not there anymore.
He only. Okay, first of all, yes, it is. Kill Bill.
No, that's killed Bill. Not regular Bill.
Huge pile of
Yeah.
goop in the corner,
But,
blown up.
He doesn't have a super high spellcasting modifier, so
Yeah, when you said 15, his AC is 16.
I rolled an 8, a 7, a 6, all in a row. Like before the pluses. So I was like, man, this is useless.
I've also never used all of Wappletup's spell slots. Like, he has a lot.
Yeah. First time.
Yeah. I don't have as many as you, and I usually don't use as many as I
12
do.
spell slots.
So I still had 2 level 2 spell slots, a level 4, 2 level 5s at the end of that fight. But I burned the 9, the 8, the 7, all the 6, all the 3, and all the 1s. So,
We should build a Unity game.
should we?
Let's use
Do what?
both channel divinities,
Um,
my healing hands.
I guess I'm gonna get started on harvesting the dragon for parts.
Yeah, you do that.
You should probably do that
Killing
with
parts.
Sure, if he wants to.
Yeah, I think that's something he'd be
Parts
good
for
at.
parts.
If you find any like sacs of acid or like glands that produce them, you should
Shout out to
definitely.
Parts for pulling the Queen of Fate at a clutch moment.
That was good. He messaged like, "Should we use it?" And I was
I
like,
can't-
"In character, I'd say no, but
I
think
can't
it was the right call. I mean, Jiraiya would have died instantly. Like,
out of
Well, instantly?
yeah, because it did over twice her HP in one hit.
Excruciating acid pain?
Yeah, just like Bill.
Yeah, that wasn't instant. Bill slide over the course of quite a few seconds in pain.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, whoa, that's copyright infringement. Can't use my face.
giving away my secrets.
My 1 cent.
Plus, it evens out because you used my Gundam picture as your stream.
3
Yeah,
times.
Brendan's got a good point at the end there. World bending power means crap when we all die.
Yeah.
So true,
Well.
King. So true.
Yeah, I guess keeping Frizz up was very powerful.
Yeah, he and the drag. I had to target him because his damage output is the highest outside of Vesper when he lands a hit and does 60 damage. It
Now I gotta get it. Now I gotta
Crit
get
the
the
dragon
thumbnail.
twice.
was so good. I mean, you literally did over 100 damage to him.
Yeah.
Which is
And then I missed everything except for crits.
I know. It's wild.
All right, now
Well,
we need
I
a
think-
full breakdown of every bit of damage done to
I
the
was gonna
dragon.
say, like, Jacob, I'll pay you
After-
like $20 to tell me how much damage every individual did to the dragon.
So I got you.
I could try. That's a lot of footage to go over.
It is so much footage.
I got nothing to do tomorrow, and I'm gonna be trapped in homework jail.
Oh gosh. Well,
Oh shoot, I don't have homework due tonight, do I?
oh,
Oh well.
wow.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to get as many scales as I can.
Yup.
Mhm.
Get talons if I
Oh, I
can.
thought you meant
Teeth.
like a weight
Yeah.
thing. I was like, huh?
Nope.
No way.
I don't know. I guess.
Pry the remaining eyeball out.
Yeah, sure. Why not? If I can.
Honestly, yeah, I mean, well, nobody's
Suckor
stopping.
episode.
Go ahead.
Wait, what'd you say?
Just pry the
Harvesting dragon
eyeball.
parts.
These are shooting stars.
I'm gonna go back over to the spell section.
Of course.
Laptop's gonna go up to Kingy.
Alright. I'm gonna move.
There are probably some people that should long rest.
Yes.
Everyone should long rest.
Everyone.
The good news
Yes.
is the doors are sealed, so
Don't worry, guys.
timeline
Bill's
is
on it.
Kind of in your hands.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We're good in here as long as we have food.
Mhm.
Let me tell you, he's been
Well-
resting.
Well, we can't forget that we cast a spell to keep Xerxes' people out.
Yeah, that's like another 2 weeks though.
It is like more than a better part of 2 weeks. So, alright. Wizard, what are you doing on Zephyr?
Spells.
Okay.
Yeah. Zephyr's gonna do more like history reading.
Alright. In which case, we leave the Dragon Harvesters. Bloppletup, you walk into the
Oh,
chromatic
as he's
dragon-
passing by, sorry, he's just gonna cast guidance on them as they harvest.
Dragon
Nice.
parts. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Alright. Bloppletup, you walk into the chromatic dragon room to see a series of empty pedestals and then a statue of Durango, the red dragon. And Kingy's just standing in front of it, staring with Meteor awkwardly standing behind him.
Hey, we fought that, didn't we? Kinda.
Yeah. It's my father in a way. I wouldn't be here without him. Horrifying. He's apparently the worst. And still alive somehow. But I was told that my duty is done. So maybe I don't have to face him again. I've done what I could do to undo his legacy. don't know what more I could manage. I think I should leave. I met
Oh, you
the
just got
Oracle.
here, though.
Well, I did what I came to do. I need to go home.
I guess that's fair.
This was a very weird experience. I'm shocked that I'm alive, honestly. Thought I was dead. But if you go, I gotta find new best friend again. Oh, I mean, you can do that. Why don't you stick with Bloppletup? He'll protect you, right? And Kinky looks at Bloppletup, like, giving him the eyes.
The thumbs up.
Just doing that not yikes beef hand motion, like ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Why can't you stay? I don't think I can do this anymore. I think my life is about to change. Don't know how, but I think I'm just gonna have other responsibilities. But I wish you all the best. I may stick around for a bit, but I need to do some meditating. And Kingy walks away. Meteor looks at Bloppletup, sad and confused.
Spends 30 hours walking down the hallways.
Yeah. He's like walking away, but it's like 30 seconds and he's not even out of the room yet. This place is massive.
Yeah, good job, Meteor.
Yeah. I heard a lot though. He's
I'll fix you up.
Super bent up, like bad. You wanna mend him?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, in which case, you're mending, you're looting, everyone else is reading, Bill's dead on the floor. So the spell people are in the spell place?
Anything happened to the gold that popped up, scooped up?
Not yet.
Yet.
Not yet. I think Zephyr's reading history again. Well, now things get interesting. Because time is in your hands, and we can progress as quickly or as slowly as you desire.
But suddenly,
No.
Bill 2.
Ill Bill 2.
He's dead.
Alright, Bill is actually a
second
secret
time.
boss fight. He's actually a necromancer. He didn't actually die.
No, I don't think that's true.
I think we're calling him Bill when it's definitely maybe.
Before getting hit, well, we don't know his real name. Before
no one
getting
actually
hit by an acid blast, he split into two bills. Both were killed anyway.
He actually has Horcruxes.
Did he like revert to a form when he died, or is he still just?
Well,
he
okay,
was
there's
melted.
nothing left of Bill.
Yeah, that's the problem. You could maybe tell what he was, but there's
We saw his
really
form.
almost nothing left. It's
You
visceral.
can tell generally where Bill is,
No, we saw his true form. Remember?
At
Yes.
one point you did. He was
but he didn't
a red
revert.
husk,
There's
yeah.
nothing left.
Yeah.
There's no Bill left.
Yeah.
So we know what he
I
looked
was-
like.
I mean, I wasn't so interested in what he looked like. I was just curious if he like.
When doppelgangers die, they do revert to their form, but it's irrelevant because he's a
They
part
go
of
to the giant doppel in the sky where they
Yeah.
hang out.
Yeah. They play Foursquare.
Mm-hmm. And darts.
Yeah.
Shuffleboard.
Alright. Well, if no one wants to do anything crazy in the next hour or so, Meteor will be healed fully in about, what is that? That's basically an hour. 55 minutes, and Meteor's full health.
Oops.
55 minutes, and you have quite an abundant collection of scales, the most prominent teeth, and roll me a sleight of hand to get the eye.
Don't forget to add your D4.
How much
Just get
Like,
me
how
where
many-
your fingies.
teeth would you say that we have? Or not scales? I don't need like. I'm hoping we could turn this into like armor or something.
Yeah. let's say that after an hour of painstaking work, you managed to get 9 scales.
How big are these scales?
Not massive, actually. The problem is they are just cemented on there because these are the strongest scales a dragon can achieve because it's ancient. So it's an extremely delicate extraction procedure, and what you end up with is like maybe a palm-sized scale, shall we say?
And then I got a 22 on the sleight of hand.
All right, you successfully
With bless. Got a 4 on the bless.
You yank out a full intact dragon eye. You presume this could be used to make any number of alchemical solutions or potentially magic items.
Beer.
Sick.
See beer?
Dragon eye beer.
Maybe.
Yikes.
Fermented
Alright.
dragon eye.
Think about how much it would sell for.
So the most prominent, would that just be like the well, I guess he doesn't have
Like
canines.
4 or 6 of the big teeth. Impressive ones. There are a lot of teeth, but many of them
I'll
are small.
call it
really worn.
5.
It would sell for like $4 or $6.
Yeah. Not 5. 4 or 6. Those are the only 2 options.
Then I choose 6.
Very
Okay.
What are the what are the spell people doing in this hour?
I don't even know what spells I want to get yet.
So I gave you the list. Almost everything I picked
You
was.
said it's an hour per level.
Yep.
And you can only cast what we already have, right? What
Yeah,
level
you
we're
can't
already at.
cast above your level. But if you reach that level, you can cast whatever you've learned.
Oh, question. Can you... what is magic or missile?
I'll tell you about that later.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Can I learn it?
Yeah.
Or is it just a scroll?
No, you can read it. I think. What do you have written down? I think it's like an instruction.
I wrote down the words magic or missile.
Okay. You want to know what it is? Do you want to spend? Is it a cantrip? I think, or no? It would be a first level spell. It would
That's
be
a gun.
It would be the same format as magic missile, so it's a first level spell.
These are my notes for this entire long ass session of this like campaign of being in this place.
Right, I'm looking. Revivify. Chain lightning space and
He's got such a way with
magic
words.
or missile 215 gold. Amazing. All right. You want to know what magic or missile is?
Yeah,
It's a D6.
he's gonna learn it in this
It's a
hour.
D6 instead of a D4.
Amazing.
It's actually goaded. So you're welcome.
Oh, thank you, oh gracious DM, for rewarding us with such bounties.
I know. I'm a real hero.
However shall we repay you for such splendor and flavor?
You can't. I mean,
I
you
think it's
could pay me.
modify-
You could pay me with real money. You know, tip your DM.
I don't know, that seems to be against the...
tip economy.
What is this, Unity?
Yeah. There's actually a new
No, I can't
subscription
customize.
model. You have to pay $1 for every level that your character is. Every time you cast a spell, there's a 10-cent surcharge. Anytime you use a
sick.
class action, there's a 25-cent surcharge.
Yikes.
And of course, every dice roll is a penny.
So what, you mean like
Jim's
$1?
magic missile?
That's for Jim.
It's from one of those actual plays. I forget it's like the Penny Arcade actual play. I think he thought you needed to roll for it, and they just made it canon.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it.
The description is insane.
Yeah.
I've
Any
read it.
apprentice
all
wizard
of
can
them are.
cast a boring old magic missile. Sure, it always strikes its target. Yawn. Do away with the drudgery of your grandfather's magic with this improved version of the spell, as used by Jim Dark Magic.
Jim Dark.
You create three twisting,
How are you supposed to know if
hypoallergenic,
he's not a villain?
gluten-free darts of magical force. Each dart targets a creature of your choice that you
I'm-
can see within range.
I'm pretty
Make
sure
a
they're
ranged
extra
spell
glue.
attack for each missile. On a hit, a missile deals 2d4 force damage to its target. If the attack roll scores a critical hit, it takes 5d4 force damage, instead of you rolling damage twice for a critical hit. If the attack roll for any missile is a 1, All missiles miss their targets and blow up in your face, dealing 1 force damage per missile to
Oh
you.
my god. Wow.
When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, the spell creates 1 more dart, and the royalty component increases by 1 gold piece for each slot level above first.
Yeah, I think he had to pay royalties to his patron.
Wow.
So he already beat you to the subscription model D&D
Jim
thing.
Dark
I
Magic.
can't even come up with a real
He's
idea.
ahead of me. In every way. He's the greatest magic man.
Patented.
Wow.
Oh,
Alright.
fighting dreamer.
Well,
Yeah, in that 1 hour, he learns Magic or Missile.
it's amazing.
So, can you remind me what was up with Frizz's dad? Because I feel like we need to deal with that now. Wasn't he, like, wrongly accused of something or something like that?
That would be Malachi's dad.
No.
Frizz's-
There was something going on with Frizz's father. I
Yeah.
listened in their conversation, remember, way back, and he was talking
He
about
was
the
angry
prophecy.
because he said his father was unfairly viewed or something.
Yeah. I forget.
Forget about that.
There's something like that. It has to do with... Because he ended up... Well, I actually don't know how much of that I can say, actually. Because there's what happened and then there's what you were told.
We're just gonna remove that from the lore.
We're not.
I just want to, like,
but-
if his, like, I don't know, if we can prove that he was innocent or whatever we needed to prove, then I would want to do that. But if it was something more complicated, then we can't do anything about it or whatever.
Complicated because he butted heads with the king to discover that there was a black dragon, and then died fighting the dragon. So
Mhm.
That's right. So he was coming here to avenge. So we kind of handled it, didn't we?
pretty much,
Wait, he died fighting the Black Dragon. Did he come in here?
you were not given that information. You don't know.
So
I think he did say something about, like, my dad opened it, but I don't know how or something like that. I don't remember.
wait, I have a question. Where's Cedric?
Where is Sedgwick? That's a great question.
We're probably digested 400 years ago.
It's a pretty good guess.
He's actually killed Bill.
I'm going to, well, one of the spells I want to write down is going to take 3 hours. It's clairvoyance.
Mhm.
I can't remember what that does.
Man, I gotta check what time it is in game. I'm like woefully behind.
We had just woken up
Okay.
when we came down here. Well, it was in the morning when we came in
So
here.
it's like late afternoon now, basically.
Yeah. Clairvoyance. You create an invisible sensor within range in a location familiar to you.
But this is session 23. Oh, come on. I don't have that 22 times down. I think at some point I asked for someone to keep track of this because it was killing me inside, but I don't even know if it's functional enough to do that right now. It would probably be Thursday, July 22nd, I think. Late afternoon.
Yes.
Of course, you're in funny time stop weird zone, so things get weird.
Isn't time passing normally for us? It's just frozen for them. Isn't that how we figured out it would?
Time is passing normally
You guys
for
are gonna
you,
be 63.
but you created a bridge that like physically takes an amount of time to cross. So like basically you skewed the Feywild time and the material plane time such that getting across them by normal means results in displacement, temporal displacement.
I thought of a joke the other day where when we finally go back to those characters, I was going to be like, man, that only took an instant, but it feels like it was like 4 months
Forever.
or something. That, man.
That was my classic bit
Oof.
as Cax. When we were playing a campaign, I was playing a goblin who lost his sense of time. And between sessions, that were like 2 weeks away. We were in a shop, and we just picked up right where we left off in the shop. And Cax was like, "It has been 2 weeks. We've been standing here in this shop doing nothing. Like, are we gonna do something?" And all the other characters were like, "Bro, you're crazy. Like, we literally just did that. It hasn't been 2 weeks." And he was like, "It's definitely been 2 weeks." So, yeah, I'm funny. You can laugh.
Good old Cax.
Yeah, I miss him. I miss all of my characters. I would love to play D&D.
Hey, come on, Jacob, step it up.
Yeah, replace me.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I have like a long-term thing figured out. There's like a cult and stuff, but I'm still figuring out like how Act 1 is gonna work, which is the part we need to start playing.
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing an entirely different campaign. I'm gonna like be like, all right, Blob Club rolls hit. I mean,
Yeah, whoever this is.
I mean, Squashmar.
Yeah. I am shocked that we have lost very few player characters. Ventosh was a real gut punch. Cagliari was a gut punch. But, I mean, technically we lost Moon Dude in like the first 3 things, and then he was brought back by his gods.
it was so funny.
It was hilarious.
It fell 600 feet into a pool of piranhas.
Yeah.
And you were just like, well, Bob Tup's dead.
Well, and then us in character
It was
everybody
movies,
going, well,
yeah.
he might be alive.
There was like a small like shade of red in the water, like tattered blue cloth.
Yeah. What an amazing time. Yeah. Have we lost anyone else? I think that accounts for everyone, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's everyone.
Except
Maybe.
Bill. I'm not doing, yeah.
He's like not real though.
He isn't real. He's a doppelganger.
Well, he's dead. So.
Wow.
Yeah. Second class.
It doesn't matter what he is.
And then there's Bill. He's dead. Alright, so now the real question is, do we want to do anything else? Do we want to wrap up early? Because now we kind of transition into weird logistics stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, do we want to like fast travel it? Like
Well, we absolutely can.
we
Can I
spend
keep-
time doing XYZ activity?
Can I keep working on this dragon to get more scales, or is it tapped out?
No, it's completely reasonable. You can spend as much time as you want. You could probably get to the point where just with enough hours of manual labor, you can get like 100 scales.
So
Just
my
enough to
question
make
is, should we decide on how long we want to stay here and then just say what we did during that time?
I think that would probably be best.
1 trillion hours.
Is the idea just to keep the doors sealed and the elves in the dark until you're ready to come out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Malachi could cast message or something and say like, I don't. You could either be truthful and be like, hey, we've dealt with the immediate threat and we're just like, going through the archives now, or you could just lie and be like, man, it's harder in here than we thought, but we're getting there.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be a lie either, so...
Yeah, I guess not. I mean, if you say it now, but it would become a lie after
Yeah,
like a day.
I could just say it proved to be far more difficult than we expected.
I mean, I don't think they're going to be able to break in or anything, so.
Mm-hmm. Or we just don't say anything.
Don't giggle.
You have lots of options and I have no idea how any of them are going to play out.
Did you
So
figure
how long should we stay here?
I think. I mean, really, I think we should just get to the point where, like, we're pretty low on food. Like, I think we should spend as long as we can in here.
Well, let's check our food resources.
Yeah,
Oh shoot! Did Kingy already leave?
No, he didn't open the door. He just kind of went to like meditate in the corner.
Can we? Can I go ask him for a vial of his blood in case we want to come back?
Sure. Why not? Probably just be
I
chilling on.
need your blood.
Get a little bit of it.
Cool. All right. So what? Is everyone just doing their things now?
I don't know. I'm
I'm
shocked all of you
doing
have long
spells.
rested. Most
Um,
of you are like below 50% health, which means you're like
Yeah.
dying.
I really don't
my-
need one. I figure you're gonna make me take one at some point, but rogues are chill.
Yeah.
And-
Also,
and I got full
magically
healed.
revive you full heal, yeah.
Yeah.
my question is.
rest.
My question is, if we long rest, are we? I know, like you can do light reading and stuff.
Yeah, you
Is
do
that-
like 2 hours of light reading as a rule.
Okay, but that's not the same as like taking a second level scroll and adding it to my list.
Yeah, maybe. It's a little bit more intensive, so probably not. So that's something that requires more active thinking. You're not like entertaining yourself or like throwing a ball against a wall. You're like meticulously copying something to understand its injury. Yeah, like no. So
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
I think you can read and long rest, but not copy a spell in long rest.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought. Okay.
There are certainly
Speaking of-
plenty of books to choose from if you want to read.
Speaking of reading, who has Cagliari's Book of Charisma Leadership?
I do.
Wow, that is
Cool.
an ancient thing.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that the other day.
What does that do?
It straight up
If
just
you-
like improves one of your stats, I think.
If you read it,
cannot be used for another 100 years.
I think you need to spend 48 hours reading it over the course of a week.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Like,
you were
you-
always reading it.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
to put in 48 hours of work reading it, and then it permanently increases your charisma by 2, I believe.
Yes.
So it was pretty sick, but I literally did not have enough downtime to get it in before she died.
Yeah.
Wait, so she didn't use it?
No.
Wait, so the spell.
Yes, it's still. That's why I'm asking about it.
Yo.
I thought.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure after you took it from me, you started reading it. So I guess you just forgot that it
Stop quoting.
worked.
No, because I thought it had been used for some reason, so I was like,
Nah.
crud. I just kept waiting for timey-wimey shenanigans where I could be like, I put it through a portal, that's 100 years in the future.
It looks like
I
everything
put it
you throw in this pit falls out of it, and it looks 100 years older.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up what's called a pro gamer move. No, yeah, I never finished it.
Okay, well, I'm going to be reading that in my downtime.
Yeah, that checks out.
Speaking of looting our dead friends, did Frizz have anything cool?
Oh,
he doesn't exist anymore.
Yikes. Oof. This is gonna be. That's a good question. Hold on.
Generally, magic items don't take damage.
Yeah. So.
If you had-
Oh boy. I can't give you this.
Yeah, you
It's
can.
way too good.
Please, sir, may we have some
He
more?
doesn't need it. He did 60 damage. You want him to do 2d8 piercing and 2d8 fire with one attack? That's too much.
Give the like
Is it?
parts.
It's like a longsword or something. I can't
It's a
use
longbow
it. Or
and a
wait,
longsword.
I could. Well, my bow already does 2d8.
Plus the cold or whatever in it. Or is it
Well,
a
it's
D8 of
one
the thing?
1d8 and then plus 1d8.
I think that's what I would nerf this longbow to be. Is it would be because I think I already nerfed the other one that same thing because it's like the idea is like you're not a legend, you don't have the same power.
Yeah,
But it's
exactly.
like yeah, you could pick up his longbow and it would do a D8 and then another D8 of fire damage plus your proficiency, of course. So
Can I get
it's
a roll the
basically the
remix?
equivalent of the other bow, but for a summer legend.
I guess I'll let people know that that's there, but I'll leave it. Or I guess I'll just grab it if anyone wants it.
The longsword is a standard D8, D10, depending on one-handed or two-handed, and then does an extra D8 of fire damage.
I thought I couldn't use that, but I took Ranger, so I can.
Oh, yeah.
But I have the... Oh, I think I'm alright. I can give that to somebody else if anyone wants it.
Bill could use it.
Bill could.
I'm sure he could.
Oh, I could have parried some of those attacks. I forgot. He probably would have died anyway. Who am I kidding?
I forget to use Uncanny Dodge constantly.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you. There were a couple hits that he... I mean, some of them were like 30, but there was one that was like, oh, I hit a 23, and I could have... It was because I had Shield of Faith. I could have bumped my AC to 25 and stopped him.
The only time I remembered to use it is because you were getting all excited about killing me. I was like, what way can I ruin this?
Yeah. That's how it goes. Alright, we should probably at least start with taking off a long rest. So saying what we're wrapping up doing and then actually long resting, getting all of our stuff back.
How many hours would it take to get enough scales for armor, potentially?
Probably like a few days.
Okay, well, okay. Quick, what time? Are you saying it's like late afternoon now?
Yeah, like 4 or 5 p.m.
Okay, so could we say if we go to sleep at what, 8?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I would take 3 hours copying the spell Clairvoyance.
Okay.
Do you need me to check that? Is that appropriate?
Is it appropriate? What do you mean is it appropriate?
I don't know if you have like rules for spells I can take or not.
No.
Because you were like, Draconic Spirit now!
Well, I don't know what that was. What? I don't know. What was it that I said you couldn't take?
Clairvoyant? Oh.
You said Draconic Spirit, no.
I think just because it wouldn't be there.
I thought this place had everything.
I don't really remember saying no to Draconic Spirit, I'll be honest.
I said summon Draconic Spirit, and you said, no. Last time.
Well, last year this time?
No, I mean last session.
Oh. I have no idea.
Yeah, because I sent a picture of me scribbling down all the spells I wanted.
There was one that I said no to because I was like, I don't even know if I have access to that or something. It was super weird and niche. I don't think it was that one. Where's the list? It's not in DMs.
If you, it's in Campaign Chat. If you scroll up,
okay.
it's above Guardians of Gahul, below the contracts.
Okay, here it is.
Clairvoyance 3rd, Delayed Blast Fireball. Yes.
Summon Draconic Spirit.
Look past Gahul real quick.
Technically, the only thing I could cast here right now is 3rd level spells.
Magic Mansions, and I was like, what? Which wasn't the right spell name. That's the one that I brought up because I didn't know what that was. And it's like, it's something slightly different. Magnificent Mansion or something, yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
They use that spell all the time in Critical Role, that's why I know
Draconic
it.
Spirit should be fine.
Curious.
But there should be another one like that,
He definitely said no to most of mine because I just sorted by highest level
Yeah,
and started...
you were asking for scrolls.
Yeah.
So it's not that they're not...
That's true.
Because that's the other thing you guys need to specify. I'm not giving you level 9 scrolls of frickin' power word kill. But yes, power word kill. But that was the other thing I said. Some stuff is straight up banned. So some necromancies are specifically not here. Power word kill is not here. Wish is not here because that one is also super banned because it gets really wishy-washy, interfering, dangerous.
Wishy-washy.
Yeah, I accidentally opened my Steam page again.
Tarred and feathered, kill him.
I did. I just outed someone.
So you said if we're going to play the longest at 8, we're what, 3 hours?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
Clairvoyance
should be fine.
I learned vortex.
I think the only thing that you wouldn't be able to learn is
Wait.
if we're looking at
Vortex
the.
warp.
I can teach. I can just give you vortex warp from my
you
book
just have that.
because I got it from Leo
Probably.
Lightning Light.
Yeah.
Oh,
Leo,
What about-
like,
What about
True.
Giga Blast?
I love that
King
spell. It's so
Arthur's
fun.
Giga Blast isn't in the game.
Hmm. Actually, if you check G&D Beyond,
I'm checking.
custom spell.
Oh, Tiny Hut is 3rd level.
Oh,
is that
Lehman's Tiny Hut or just Tiny Hut?
just Tiny
They're
Hut?
the
Because I
same
don't want the
thing.
copyright.
Yeah, the ones with names are just they took the names out because they were putting them out for free, and that would
Okay.
like expire their or
That was always.
compromise their
I'm telling you,
copyright.
that's always the problem I've had with some of the spells in this game, where it's like, I don't. Tasha's Mind Whip? Who the heck's Tasha? She's not in my world. Throw in the trash. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
Melf's
noise it
acid
makes.
Arrow, like stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, Tiny
It's
Hut,
not
that's,
Magnificent Mansion. It's like some guy's Magnificent Mansion.
yeah.
Yeah, I might do Tiny Hut because that would be great for when we're traveling.
It would be fantastic. A Tiny Hut is amazing.
Mordenkainen's.
No more people dying in our sleep. Yay!
I mean, that only happened once.
But it's weird that it happened, right?
I mean, is it really that weird that somebody broke into our house when we have no modern level of like keeping people out? Like, there's no alarm systems. There's no like
It was just
No,
a
yeah,
lot
that's the
of-
alarm
That's
system.
locks
true.
are pretty basic. Like,
While that
Thing
is true, we were in what I think we considered a safe house. So,
Yeah,
well, the word safe house doesn't actually mean safe.
Yeah.
it was just some old guys
Old
like
Ben. You were in
basement.
old Ben's house because he was harboring rebels. And you were tailed during the day and then followed.
Hey, what about magic weapon?
Arguably,
Oh, yeah,
safe
yeah,
house
magic
are
weapons,
not
sure.
less safe. They're
I
targets.
take 2 hours to learn magic weapon.
gosh, I don't know if Vesper has like a record of how much food we still have.
I think
Because
it
then we
should
can-
be on your character sheets. Although
I think we gave all of our. Well, I have 5 one-day rations on me.
I don't even
Could I
think
have
I
given-
had
I-
10 rations at one point.
I had given out a bunch at one point.
Right, we bartered with some.
I have 4.
Someone is Goodberry as well, right? That can help.
Yes, I have 14 of those left.
That's,
14
that's
good berries?
massive.
Mm-hmm.
How many did
Those
you
are pretty
get?
good berries.
You've been handing those things out.
I know, right?
You want
Well,
a piece of
wait.
candy?
Are you? Don't they have like a time limit on them?
If they do, we have no good berries.
Well, I think it's just like a first level spells. We can make
It's-
more. But
It's kind of too late to do that now because I
Oh, I
even
don't know
gave
if he
some to the
got-
king, and he was
Yeah,
like,
you gave him some expired,
Good berries.
freaking
That hasn't been-
awful
let's say it lasts
berries.
like a week, whatever. It's a broken spell anyway. Like, what am I gonna do?
Actually, you gave him some really fermented ones. So let me tell you, he's a little gone afterward.
it looks like they remain berries, but they don't. They lose their magic power after 24 hours.
So they're berries, but they're not good.
yeah.
So they don't.
"Mm."
They don't
Mm.
provide enough nourishment to sustain you for a day.
So they're okay berries.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just
mediocre berries.
they're just berries.
They're just berries. I don't think if you walked in and was like, "Yo, you got any of those okay blueberries?" and then be like, "Bro, you're friggin' insane." I've tried it.
I also learned mold earth.
Yeah,
All right, no, you're going too far.
that's an easy one.
Cool. I got mold earth and I got what else I get? Like turn it on. Prepare it. There we go.
If only our other spellcaster could be learning spells.
Magic weapon. Yeah.
Who's our other spellcaster?
Bill?
What?
No.
Spellcaster?
What? I was
Dead.
like,
Ever cast a spell?
I literally got the ability to cast spells, and then in the next fight was incinerated.
Wait, how did you get the ability to cast spells? I'm confused.
There's an arcane trickster.
Oh,
Nice.
Ooh, little
Yeah.
trickster. Ooh.
that's
Spooky.
tragic. Poor Bill.
Really?
Is there a
Or-
spell of resurrection here?
If it is, don't use it on Bill.
True Resurrection.
We have so many other important characters to bring back.
True Resurrection is banned as a dark necromancy.
What? It's not dark.
It's not necromancy.
No, you see,
Maybe
Trevor,
elf
it's
consider it dark
it's
necromancy.
the yellow color, so it's actually fine.
That's the one that's not dark because it brings people back.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about
Let me
what
check.
about regular old resurrection?
Yeah,
What do
probably.
you mean? Let me just keep it banned.
I mean, it's just cool.
Nick will fight you to keep maybe.
I mean, if in this world it's dark, or
Because we
Well,
have so many other
not
important
this world,
characters. Why
these
would we bring back
elves.
this guy?
Oh, nerds.
Not the entire world
Also,
is going to be like.
I'm just gonna let you know now.
But
If
the
you bring
elves
him back,
probably are.
he's gonna leave. He has no reason to stay.
No, Nick, make a character. Come on.
You
We
want
can
me?
fight
Alright.
again.
All right,
That's
so
what I did
I've
with,
been workshopping Squill Bar here.
No true resurrection.
with Anton, he died and got brought back to life, and he was like, "All right, I'm going home.
Yeah.
I don't really want to do this anymore."
But the problem is, John, if I want to make a new character, I either have to delete one of my other famous characters, like Ferris Drakewald, aka Carrot, or Akiwo, or Roger Griff, or Bill, or that ninja guy's character, or that ninja guy's character.
Wait, how many characters do you have?
This is like in your wait, what?
How many characters do you have on D&D Beyond?
6?
So you're not paying for the more slots.
Why would we
No.
pay for that?
Why would I pay for that?
I pay for that.
Sure, I just made a joke that 2 of my characters are 2 level 1, no race selected, no class selected, no name given, no icons given.
Bro, I have 5 characters and 2 of them are Gorba.
Yeah, so true.
You know what I do whenever I need another character slot? I just download the PDF and then delete the character.
Yeah, I get it.
I've done that.
Jacob has like 40 characters.
Yeah. I canceled my
How many of them are in
subscription
PDF jail?
when they did the. I think only like 3. I have 81 characters.
Oh,
All right, but how many of that are that little ninja guy's characters or Platinum
I
Express
have
cards
33
or?
characters.
I have 54.
Oh man.
None of them are like level 1, but there are some that have. There's no like character. They're just a stat sheet. Like
Yeah.
Xerxes
yeah.
character level 5, Reborn Barbarian, Path of the Beast.
Oh, I should also mention that Bill didn't have a character sheet. That was Platinum Express card, then became Obama, then became Bill.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know. Platinum Express card.
So are we just going 3 hours then long resting?
Yeah, I would say do that, and then I'd probably just call it honestly. Then we can
Yeah,
deal with it.
I'll start with
Any-
clairvoyance.
Yup.
Can I do anything else with dragon scales besides make armor that would maybe take less scales?
Oh, we figured it out.
you can make like a dragon scale
You
bikini.
can make scale mail for sure.
For
Find it.
100? If that's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make like one really good
I don't
glove.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering if we could make like a
the
dragon
smite thing. Are
gauntlet
you
or
gonna
something.
make like a feat or something for it?
I'm figuring that out. I don't know.
You could make like a bunch of dragon scale arrows.
Hmm.
That's a good point. Could I do that?
Yeah.
Cool. Would they do anything cool?
I don't know.
They would really hurt.
They would hurt real bad. I would
Like
just
whenever you
say-
shot somebody, they go.
I would just say they add an extra damage die of the type of weapon you're using. So if your longbow is a D8 and you use a special arrow, it just does another D8.
Yeah. Alright, I'll just hold on to them for now.
Would it do acid damage since it's from a black dragon
No.
or no?
It's a scale.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
But you
they're icky, so
you could
No.
coat it with really powerful acid without it melting.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you could do.
okay. Where are you keeping this acid?
In the dragon.
I have
In the
spider-
dragon.
Oh no, that's
That is,
poison.
okay, you know what? That is true. Actually,
Yeah.
never mind. I retract my statement.
Remember that like 69 damage that it took because it imploded Queen of Fate? Yeah. Imploded.
Yup.
To be honest, I've been designing a desk, so
Yeah.
All right.
Nice. All right. Shall we wrap
I
there
might-
saying we long rested?
Yeah, I might skip this rest and get more scales and then
I am a classically trained engineer.
Uh-huh.
Good job.
I love that line.
Well, in that case, I think we should just wrap it. We beat up
Alright.
we beat up the big bad. Spellcasters get spells. Vesper already leveled up. This is where I would have leveled him up if I hadn't been peer pressured to leveling him up. Parts already leveled up. Who was my team character?
What about Zephyr?
Zephyr?
Yo.
Is he level 3 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, bump him up to level 4.
Can Bill get posthumously upgraded 2 ranks?
Posthumously?
Yeah, I know what I said.
Okay. Yes, you can posthumously level yourself up.
No, not
That's
leveled
great.
up, ranked up.
Okay. Whatever. Whatever.
He's in the Navy.
You're all done.
He's a corporal
Been
now.
promoted to a commander. Throw him in the trash. We are calling it. We have long rested.
Hey,
We
he's
will
been
deal
promoted,
with
whatever.
logistics and the fallout of what will hopefully be a much easier time in the archives now that the BBEG is killed. Shout out to Julian, whose character literally saved Vesper's life.
I really underestimated how long this
Yeah.
mouse pad's gonna be.
Yeah. Alright, I am ending the recording.